Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Carter's Comic Cantina. Wait, wrong show. So hey, it's Mojo. It's Mid Ohio Jedi Order. We haven't done a midweek meetup in a long time, so what better way to bring it back than to bring in some new friends. So today we got me as usual, Brian, along with my man here.
How's it going, guys?
It's Jimmy, and then let's introduce our guest here. Below me is
Kevin from Stuped Kyber.
awesome, and then
I'm Jeremy from the Saber Merchant.
awesome. We got new people. I'm excited.
I know.
Thank you for having us.
Hey,
Yeah, appreciate the invite.
I appreciate you guys wanting to come on. That's super awesome. Got my little helper back here. Sorry, what's your name?
Nora.
Ain't that close, but that's cool. She's helping me out for at least a little bit. So, yeah, I want to take a minute and say hi to everybody here in the chat. I know we've got especially a couple people here that are pretty excited to say hello to. Sheldon Cooper here. This is Kaka. They won one of the giveaways. We weren't able to get a hold of them right away, but we got a hold of them. Realized that they're far away, but that's okay. We're gonna get something to them. It may just take a little extra time.
Yep, just a little bit of time.
Yep. How we doing, Sheldon? And of course,
What's up,
our
Mish?
girl.
Yeah,
Darth
Mish.
Jim, you normally do the comments, but I don't know how your setup is going here, so I'm just kind of taking for a second until you get situated.
All right.
Unless you're situated, then go for it. Because I suck at these comments. There you go. You got it.
All right.
What's up? I just saw the private chat where Jim was talking about his mic.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Apparently, the laptop has its own little speakerphone and all that crap.
Oh, that's good. That's my boy, Jake from Rebel Till I Die. He's helping us out. The last live stream we did, I started to get a really bad headache towards the end of the live stream, and then things started to go way downhill. You could tell I was struggling, and I know Jim, you didn't hear, but I'm doing a lot better than I was about an hour and a half ago. The headache was killing me. I started taking some medicine, but I'm still trying to find some words. So I apologize, everybody. I'm getting
there,
getting there.
going
Yeah,
back and forth. So
I haven't eaten yet. I want to let Kevin and Jeremy know it's a completely laxed environment. If you haven't eaten dinner, I don't know where you're at. I mean, I know where you're at, Kevin. I know I've talked to you. I know what state you're in. I'm not gonna say, but I know where you're at. I know that at dinner time and stuff. So if you need to eat something, Jeremy, if you need to eat something, eat away. I don't mind at all. We don't care. We're good.
Love it.
But yes, our man. Hey, Victoria. Our man Jake Rebel Till I Die. He's hooking us up with a 3D printer for when we get. He's donating a Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet for when we get to 500.
Oh, nice.
For us to give away. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're pretty excited about that. We've also got something else that I'll talk to you guys about afterwards. I should have probably brought it up beforehand, but we'll talk afterwards because we're not ready to discuss that, but to everybody just yet. But yeah, I did have a question from Jake. Jake wanted me to ask before we get into a whole lot and before I forget. So, you want me to ask you now, Jeremy, or you want me to wait? Like I can let you. Okay. I want you guys to like talk and introduce yourselves and tell what it is you guys do, and and do whatever. But so Jake just wanted to know what inspired you on the speeder bike hilt. So once you're ready for that.
Yeah, no, I'll include that as part of my intro. So
Awesome. Okay. All right. Oh.
So you telling me we got a speeder bike lightsaber guy here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey.
I have been looking at those a lot lately.
Oh,
Jim
absolutely.
doesn't research.
Oh,
Jim doesn't research very well, but that's okay.
yeah, my bad.
No worries, man. There's a million sabers out there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's so much fun.
I've tried really hard to look at both of you guys' pages as much as I can for the past like month since we've talked about you guys coming on, and oh my gosh, between you guys and Stony Magnum sending me people to look at, I'm like, I'm trying, and then yeah, me trying to get in on a few other things, and
Sure.
it's crazy. So
It's nonstop.
oh man,
We got ravens.
yep, goats in here. All right.
Love
All
the
right.
comments. That's awesome.
So let's start. We'll start here. I know Kevin. Since Kevin, I started talking to you first, and then that's it. I just know, and you're right below me. So let's go. Have you start off, and I'll let you introduce yourself a little more and give a little more detail into what it is you do. I know that both of these gentlemen, their Etsy store and their YouTube page, I believe, no, Instagram, their Etsy store and their Instagram are both linked in the description of this video. So if you need to check that out, I did that already. Try to get ahead of the game. So go ahead, Kevin, introduce yourself, and the floor is yours.
Well, we started off just making kyber crystals, and unfortunately, like a dope, I don't have any here, but that's all right. And then from there, we started getting into more and more lightsaber parts and things like that, because that's originally where I wanted to start anyway. And I started installing for friends and things like that, and one thing led to another, and I ended up with, I don't know, I think like 100 Verso boards, because it seemed like a good idea at the time. And then so I decided, better start doing something with some of this stuff. So then we started Etsy store. Actually, Mish requested a yellow and black kyber crystal, which came out really good. So we started putting those up too for our black series. And yeah, now we've been playing around with some of the more of the like resin cast quartz and things like that. It's still quartz, but we're gonna add more stuff on it, so it looks more refined, I guess. And I have LGT parts, VHG pieces, things like that. I had Profi cores for a while. I don't think they're gonna be getting those again, so I'll probably have to go to like Golden Harvest or something like that, maybe in the future, in a few weeks. And I have a few of these. This is one I just threw together. This is actually one of my favorite ones because it's just short, and I'm short, so it works out. 32-inch blade on it, pretty nice. And yeah, that's about it. And then I want to, make my own hilts. There's one that I've started, but I have to wait and see where my partner's at. I don't really want to mention too much about that right now. And that's pretty much where I'm at. And this community has been great. So the more I do, the more, I've received back, and it's just been more helpful as to, what everyone, needs or wants or doesn't see. And, feedback's great. Positive. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did meet. That's where we did meet. It was on Reddit. That's right. I sure do. Absolutely. That's why I'm still here, I think. So thank you.
Oh,
And then it wasn't, I think it was like 2 days later I met Jeremy, and then we started talking.
Yep.
So between everyone here,
I believe that. Didn't you do something with gin and tonic too?
yeah, both of us did actually.
I thought you both did. Yeah. That's That's awesome.
Yeah, well, from day one, I've been telling this guy to try to get on social media, and he's like, "Well, I don't know."
It's a black hole.
There's so much.
Yeah, it's just way too much.
That's wild.
But yeah, man, that's cool.
And that's about it. Lightsaber enthusiast, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by hilts right now. This one's actually a Divinium. This is a really nice one.
Revan.
Nice.
Yep. Jeremy, what do you got?
Oh, well, there's questions that I need to answer apparently. But my name is Jerry, and I run the Etsy shop, The Saber Merchant. I've been on Etsy for years buying, but my shop really started about 1.5 years ago. You could say it was pandemic driven, and it started with me, to answer Misha's question, selling off all of the random spare pieces that I had laying around. I just had so much extra stuff, batteries and speakers and switches and all these different things, and I put them on Etsy. And I've been in retail for the last 20 years, so customer service is something I love. And every time somebody would buy it, I would ship it as quickly as humanly possible and package it up as well as I possibly could. And the stuff just kept disappearing. So then I said, you know what? This is more fun. I'm just going to keep sourcing parts and going through different vendors and reaching out to other countries. And I met some really cool people. I'm a big relationship-driven person. So I've got some really cool friends overseas, and they get stuff to me super quick. I don't know how they speed through customs, but they do. And it's just been a ball ever since. And I'm glad you got hilt number 9. I used a laser etching machine for the first time to make those little chip cards for the hilt numbers, which was really fun. And to answer the question, I just love the whole core and horn storyline. I Jedi and building something out of nothing like a wrecked speeder bike. And honestly, the ones that are on the market are kind of pricey. And I said, you know what? I think I can build something really awesome for a lower cost that other people may enjoy. So, I've got my 0.1, which is like my production hilt. It's like my standard issue weapon. Great hilt, easy to build in, super resonant on the bottom. They are super loud. One of Misha's videos says Jeremy likes it loud, and she's absolutely correct. I need to make a T-shirt that says that.
Yes,
and then I wanted the speeder hilt, and it measures in at a whopping 8.25 inch. And I'm going to show this new finish. I should pick up a batch of them this week. But this is a acid dipped and then anodized black version.
Sick.
I've been out in the rain, which is really cool. And I'll show you a comparison just between the two. So you've got the standard anodized black, which definitely has some sheen to it. Beautiful finish. And then you've got the murdered out edition, as I call it. Super matte. So new finishes are coming for those of you who might want a second-handed weapon. Good size for that. But yeah, that's me. In a nutshell, I'm just a maker. I love making stuff. I'm actually standing in my workshop now with all my power tools and all this jazz that I use to make prototypes. And yeah, that's me. That's what she said. Nice, Mish.
right. I think we're gonna get another review video from her. Wow. So yeah, that's awesome.
A lot of fun. And I have the best customers in the galaxy. They're amazing. Amazing people. Amazing community.
Yes. I am honestly just Completely, yeah. The community itself is completely overwhelming. It's amazing. I love I love everything about it, and everybody I've met so far, and everyone who's been on the stream has become a fast friend of ours, and it's been a wild ride. We're really enjoying it. So, I mean, you guys have been on the stream now, so we're gonna refer to you both as friends. So
Yeah.
just so you know.
I love it.
All right, Jim, give me a second.
All right.
Uncontrollably in the other room.
So, what did you guys start off with, making the saber, for Jeremy? It's like, what tools did you start off with? Because I've been wanting to get into it, but I just didn't know how much, or what to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, at the bare minimum, you need a good soldering iron.
Okay.
It's just without a doubt, that's like the number one tool we end up using. As you go on, you get quick connects and you find different ways to make it, more expedient, make it faster to assemble these units. But a drill is also like my best friend, whether it's drilling a hole for tapping a switch or a retention screw or something of that nature. You don't need anything expensive. Basic tools, are really all you need, my man. And then, you can start by buying an empty hilt and installing it the first time. And then if you're lucky enough in your hometown to have a machine shop, they can do some amazing things for you. I get these made locally in my hometown. And all I do is I start with graph paper, my man, and I draw out 2 dimensions, just 2D. And then I take it in there, explain what I'm looking for. I provide measurements, and they pop my 2D image into a program that renders it in 3D. I approve it, and then we make it. So it's not as difficult as it might sound.
Now, for Kevin, did you do you 3D print, or do you go to Ilum to get your crystals?
I don't 3D print. No, they're those are quartz for the crystal.
Okay.
So it's recently with COVID, it's kind of been harder to find. But yeah, we get naturally sourced quartz, and then we just we'll dye them, and then heat treat them and stuff like that. So they look legit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got several. They are amazing.
I've been trying to get in the clusters more, but they're harder to do. And plus, I don't even know how the price point for that. Oh, yes. You did. I was actually really surprised you bought those. I was like, oh no, forewarning, that's funny. Yeah, so those crystals are what started basically everything on Etsy, and then like Jeremy, I ended up with a lot of parts because you see minimum pricing and things like that, and all of a sudden you just start ordering and stuff, and next thing you know, you have plethora of items laying around. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do with, and then you better half's looking at you like you better do something with this because.
I hide mine upstairs so she can't see.
That's awesome.
What are you doing? Kevin. I'm looking at your Etsy store right now. These crystals are wicked cool, man.
Yeah, the hardest thing I have to with those listings is the size of them, because they vary so much. So sometimes, but they're mostly 1 inch to 1/4, 1.5 inches. So somewhere in between there.
I like them, though, man. They're awesome.
Let me go see if Mom's here.
You should do that. Thank you. I have an issue where I like the LGT sabers, but I don't like a certain LGT saber. I can't find one that is just the one I like. I really like certain parts, but I haven't decided on what I've wanted. So I've been thinking about buying a pommel and whatnot.
Mhm.
I think I found. I'll probably look at your store. And go ahead and give them a shout out. And
I'm not here yet.
anytime you get a chance to show off one of your like new toys, you definitely want to. So Kyber Collection did a giveaway, and I won this 89 Sabers
Oh, nice.
Mace Windu, and it has a 7/8 inch blade on it, or that's what it takes. So I'm gonna need a 7/8 inch blade. So might be looking your way there, Kevin.
We just got those.
Did you?
Yeah, not too long ago.
I saw the tip. That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. I need to take better pictures.
No, you're good. It's fine. So yeah,
That's probably my biggest downfall of all this is that I wish I was a photographer more than I was, because some of them in the beginning, especially, they were. What was I thinking? But
no, it's sometimes. Yeah, just getting a good picture of the product is a pain in the ass. Lighting is pretty much everything, and I have terrible lighting, so I understand.
I think it's more important on Etsy than anywhere else because so many people shop by visual just of the product. And I joke about this. There are quite often that nobody even reads the product description. So if the photo doesn't look good, they just bypass it and they move on.
I believe that 100%.
Every time. Every live stream. 8:00.
Well, here's a question for you guys. Let me help it up.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Good question. I've got my take on it. Kevin, how do you choose your products?
Bottom line, I don't. Sometimes, really, honestly, I mean, now it's easier because people want stuff, so they request it, like, and then I'll just get it for them as fast as I can. That's just that's how that goes. In the beginning, I have like amethyst and stuff that's not quartz, and I thought that was going to sell 100%, and it didn't at all. And I don't know, again, if it was like keywords or the way I took pictures of it or whatever, but those didn't sell, and I really thought they would have. So sometimes you don't know. And that follow-up, when do you know how to retire? That is when you start, I don't know, like Etsy charges you per listing, per amount of time it's on there. So if you start really like taking a hit on it, then you might want to, take it off. And then the other thing is too, depending on what it is, you could give it away with other purchases as a bonus, things like that. So it's not. But what's your take on it, Jeremy?
Yeah, so the niche, I started by looking at items that people used most commonly during builds and items that I ran into needing, and I would source it for my own needs. And as Kevin mentioned, sometimes you get a better deal if you buy more. So I would pick up 100 of something if I only needed 2, because I knew I needed it, and other people were getting the same hilts I was ordering that were coming out from KR or Corbanth or wherever. So then I would have extra, and I would be able to supply that to people for a better cost versus marking it up super high and then never selling it. I think first and foremost, I just wanted items that were priced well, so anybody could pick it up, and it wasn't reserved for just people with a whole bunch of disposable income. So it started with the little screws and speakers and the even the entry level soundboards, just anything that people may need for their build process. That's kind of how I started.
Yeah. Also, things I couldn't find. Period. Like, so that's like I'm getting angled micro USB cables for Pro Piece right now, and that's like really good on the LGT sabers because I don't know how people are getting them in there with straight ones, and then they message me telling me all kinds of things. So
in the ass.
Yeah,
how-
yeah. So I only tell them that to get the 90-degree ones now, because the straight ones, I don't have one that's straight anymore. I only have the angled ones, and that's really where that started, coming from. So
I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but like that.
yeah,
Okay. Bought a 3-pack off Amazon.
Mhm.
yeah. See, like I found once I got my hands on the 90-degree one, I was like, oh, this is exponentially easier. So now people are like, where do you get them? And I didn't have a good answer for them.
Yeah.
So I went
Yeah,
on.
now you do. There's this Etsy shop. You should go there, buy them all.
They're super handy.
Oh yeah. It scares the crap out of me taking that. Trying to put the USB port in and then taking it out. I'm like, I'm gonna pull this damn board out. It's crazy.
You
Yeah,
may
time-
have, and I appreciate you.
I think it was like 2 weeks in the speeder bike, and I found you on, and like at first I just thought you had a website, and then I found it on Etsy, and then I was like, oh, okay. And you do have some pretty reasonable priced things on there. So, and that is definitely one of the ones I would like to get next is the speeder bike.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I've got 13 of them left. I think my original plan, I'll have a few set aside just in case you gentlemen are interested, but my original plan for my Saber launches was to have like small batches and just keep them coming and make them unique. So, but yeah, if you like it, you let me know. Drop me a note.
All right. Let's go on to the
Oh snap! So I'm just going through you guys' storage, looking and see what all you've got. And I don't know, just because for fun. So I'm talking to you. Why not look at it? And if I have a question, I can talk to you. Nice shirt. This 0.1 matte silver and black,
Yeah.
bro.
Nice.
Jim, I shit you not. It looks almost exactly like this one that we built like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. That's just from PVC.
This is just PVC, and it still has part of a dowel rod stuck in it. Yep, that is so awesome.
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy? And this PVC, and this is
Vacuum.
vacuum tubing. Yeah,
There we go. Ready to shoot.
PVC. There's an
How about a
O-ring in there.
stack of white
Boom.
and black? 0.1.
That's awesome,
Yeah. So I did
That's
knurled handles on this one, but it's satin white. It's a beautiful finish.
We can finally get
bro. That is cool. That right
I
there.
love black and white builds. They're beautiful. So I like that. That's awesome.
We wanted something that was like a beater that we could make real quick, because we would stuff. I mean, like I said, there's still part of a dowel rod in there. We would stuff dowel rods down inside these, and then electrical tape, because for some reason the duct tape didn't work as well. Electrical tape the ends of it, so we'd have a color coordinated, and then we would spar, like
That's awesome.
and we'd kill each other's knuckles. So that's just crazy. It's just scrolling through, and I'm like, whoa, it's awesome.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna have to tell New Type Sith about that. He likes the white sabers.
They're amazing. These things are so much fun to build.
Circus around here. Speeder Hill is amazing. Yes. So, do you just sell empties, or do you sell them installed? Because I saw you have Golden Harvest boards on there as well.
Yeah, so at one point when they were reasonable, I stocked Proffies, Versos, and Golden Harvest. But then as the prices went through the roof, I just wanted to be able to provide a more reasonable cost unit. So I've kind of bulk ordered the Golden Harvest boards. I do offer installations. I don't really advertise it because I like to pick and choose, honestly, and I don't want to be overwhelmed by installs and make people wait an exceptionally long, amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, I do all of my own installs, and I do installs for friends. If they have an issue or need some help with a specific type, I love doing that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There will be some fully installed speeder hilts coming soon. I'm just like machining or assembly lining the chassis right now, installing speakers and the boards and all that jazz, so I can have something good to go for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know if you know, but my good buddy Jesse, aka Kyberphonic, and my other good buddy Benji, aka Nerf Herder Customs, just did a collaboration font called Son of Corellia, and it is directly, it is a Corn Horn inspired, and it has like the speeder. It's good. It's really good.
I will pick that up.
Yes,
That'd be amazing.
that's as soon as I've got the font, so now I'm like, well, maybe I need a saber. So I'm like, see if I can talk my wife into this. That's why I'm like, maybe I don't know if it's not installed. Maybe I need to send it to Kevin because I know Kevin might install, and if not, then well, we'll see here. So, and this is probably the first stream that we've had actual and I mean, pun intended, kind of, but merchants, like actual retailers on, other than like Kyberphonic, but I mean, or somebody like that. But yeah, normally we would have like installers on, but someone's crying. My wife's home. She'll take care of it. It's fine. But yeah, so this is exciting, and I don't know. Never had the chance to. Yeah, I'm giddy, and
That's awesome.
I'm feeling much better, and blood's pumping now, and I can think, and I'm thinking too much probably now. So it's good times. What was your inspiration on the Black Series Kyber Crystal?
Literally me asking for them. And then I asked her if I should put it in my store. So she's asking me, how do I know? You. Thanks. That's how that works.
Well,
literally, I made one. It was a yellow and black one. We sent it to her, and then 2 weeks go by, and I think we had them in our store. So
Nice.
That's awesome. So we probably, yeah. So I should.
There you go.
Mish link and see if she is able to join, and she can get on here too. That's what I'm hearing, because I'd love to have her on anyway. Well, why not? Because you guys are all friends. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
There you
That's
go,
cool.
Mish. Check your IG. Right, Victoria? Like, I need it. But
Glad you like that hilt, Josh. Mr. Woolley.
Mr. Wooly J. I'm telling you what, everybody likes that hilt. I was on I don't know. Fart. I'm still having brain farts. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Jedi Phoenix, 1976, good guy, YouTuber. Okay. John is his name, but we were on his stream because Jim was there too, even though wasn't there until the end.
Yeah.
we were on stream, and before the end of the night, I made sure to let everybody know that you guys were going to be on tonight, and that was one of the first things they said was the speeder bike help. I was like, yes, the speeder bike help. Oh, hey, come here. You can tell Kevin right underneath me. He was holding a baby Yoda, and it looked like it was snowing. And he told you happy birthday. You can tell him thank you now.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
That's it. You can show your shirt off too. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty excellent.
Is it like
Yeah,
Darth
that-
Vader with ramen?
Who?
Vader Robin.
Justin Coster? I don't know. Probably not. Look at this.
Guys, what's going on?
Boom.
Hi.
Wow. I didn't even know this was going to happen. I was just in the chat. First of all, I just want to say I'm happy to meet everybody. Jeremy, I feel like we're best friends. And Kevin, we know each other for like forever now. So it's nice to see you guys. Mid Ohio. It's like, I mean, I feel like we both been kind of watching each other videos for a minute. It's been like a year or so since you've been doing videos. And Dr. Raven, if he's still in here in the chat, I think he was in here earlier.
He popped in for a minute, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome to be on here with you guys. I think I asked. I was asking Jeremy and Kevin, where did you guys come up with the idea for the clear choke for the 0.1? That was amazing. I don't know if you got the hilt in front of you, Kevin, but that was an amazing design. Yeah, light it up. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the energy gate is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's like, I was all like, what? The black is nice, but when I saw that, I was all like, hold on, wait. I feel like every time I buy a hill from Germany, he comes out with these sick colors, and I'm all like, now you finna come out with the murder black, and I'm like, I need that one. I need that too.
I will step one aside for you.
I know. I'm like, I was bummed about the you couldn't install it, but High Ground Custom, he's pretty cool too. So at least I know I have a pretty good install, so I'm not worried.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was trying to think what else I had for you guys.
You can tell
I asked about the store.
Happy birthday,
Kevin, how long has your store been up and running? Because I think it's like really amazing that Saber Merchant, it's been going on, you said, for a year. And then like your sales, year and a half, like it's crazy, like your sales, you're a good seller, your customer service skills are like super amazing. Like what like do you all recommend for other small Etsy shops that are trying to push like the numbers that you guys are pushing, and any recommendations, or what do you guys say for somebody who's just starting off running a store?
There's so much. I feel like we could do a show just based on this.
Yeah.
Mish, I would tell you, it's just going to sound so opposite of what most people would think, but I actually saw an increase in sales when I turned off free shipping. I don't know why that makes sense. But wow. Etsy pushes sellers to offer free shipping on orders $35 or more. I don't know why, but I turned it off one day because it does erode into your profits. And my sales went up. And I don't know what happened to the algorithms. You'll hear people talk about algorithms all over Reddit for Etsy. And it's weird, and it changes so frequently. But I did notice that when I offered free shipping, I had slower sales. When I turned that off, sales went up.
You would think that it would increase traffic just because of free shipping. Because that's why I'm thinking, like, okay, free shipping. Of course, somebody's going to want to purchase it towards the same item that's a few dollars more with shipping. Okay.
I know.
That's
it's
interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. What about you, Kevin? What you got?
Kevin would probably agree. Tags as well. How you tag your items is huge.
Yeah, and like right away in the beginning for us, it was really important not to get too much. It like gradually like do no one's gonna fault you for having a small amount of items if you do it well. No one will. You know, you're gonna have just positive. You know, when you start to do too much, it's like the same thing. Because I was in restaurant, you know, business for like 30 years or whatever. So like the same thing with restaurants. You don't want to have everything offered to everyone and then do a mediocre job of doing it. You want to just do what you do and do it really, really good. And then when you feel comfortable doing that, then you can expand a little bit and do something else. Or, you know, sometimes you get bored, even that happens too. So, and you know, you don't want that to happen. So to keep yourself like stimulated, do you know, like another little extra thing. But again, don't do too much. You know, it's a really fine balance and finding what you're passionate about, and like I said, just doing it really well, as opposed to, you know, trying to cater to everyone. Because I don't think even when you try to do that, you're not gonna.
Yeah, you know, you all also don't seem to like do a lot of promotions. Like I didn't even. I think I failed. I just happened to fall into Saber Merchant late, but I'm glad I'm here. But I've never seen any of like any promotion from you guys. I've never seen any ad or anything like that. So you guys are mostly, is it word of mouth or just a lot of people, a lot of reviews? Because it's like I really honestly I can say I don't see any ads. Like as soon as I pop up, as soon as like I go to Instagram, I mostly just look for everybody I know. Like, okay, I know Saber Merchant got something. I know Stuped Kyber got something. You know, I know Raven's Nest probably got something. You know, I like to see what everybody's kind of doing. And it seemed like you all kind of skyrocketed. Even if you don't have like a lot of followers, you all do. It seemed like you're all doing pretty well.
Yeah. I'm terrible with social media. I'm brutal. I lean on Kevin. I ask him questions.
I'm not even good at it either. I'm terrible at it. So
yeah, so I would say it's 100% word of mouth and just great customer service. I just bend over backwards, sometimes at my expense, to help people. And it's, you know, sometimes you get taken advantage of, or it feels that way, but other times it's really good and it just makes you feel good to take care of customers and help them out. And I know you'll do that. Your energy is amazing.
Yeah. I'm very positive. I mean, hey, Raven, it's crazy because it's like I know that he took off. Like, I know I've been out like a YouTube thing for a minute, but like I know he took off like right after me, and I love his energy too. He's in the comments somewhere, but I mean everybody, like all the smaller. It seems like either the smaller stores or like the smaller lightsaber companies have like the most amazing customer service. You'll get your item here super quick. You're not waiting like 5 months to get an item that's probably like mass produced or something like that. Like you all are actually taking the time and then still getting it here within a good shipping time.
Yeah.
Like I I'm glad that like I really found you guys. It's a really good community.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, I'm most grateful for everyone that I met. Definitely, like in here. So
Yeah,
that's when people talk about overwhelming, like, and I say that a lot, like, because sometimes like a response to like a reel or something can be like overwhelming. Like for me, especially, sometimes can be like overwhelming. I don't mean like the sales are overwhelming, like just like the response from people is overwhelming. Like just to get that back, like just to get like that feedback from everyone, you know, it's good. I mean, there's always going to be a troller here and there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my favorite part of this whole thing. Like, getting the followers is great. Getting going up in levels and stuff is awesome. But I met Kamisha, I've met you guys, Zach, the two Jakes. I mean, we just had an amazing time. I just put out a call. I mean, obviously, I just had her tell Kevin, thank you. But you can tell Mish, thank you if you'd like now.
Thank you.
She really liked your dog.
oh, yeah, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
So I put out a request with as many people as I could pretty much think of, and I ended up with a 17.5 minute long video of people telling considerably, or I still can't think of words, but pretty much a perfect stranger happy birthday, so that's awesome, and I'm still trying to mess with that. I've got a video on one phone and a video on another phone, and I've got to try and it's a mess. And then with schedules right now, a lot of things, but I will get that up for everybody so everybody can see that, and I will let everybody know, tell them thank you again. But the community itself is just is overwhelming. It's crazy. The love is just nuts.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, I met this guy. I mean, I talked to him like twice. Jake down here, Rebel Till I Die, and yeah, he offered to donate his time and 3D print, and he's gonna paint it to whatever what people want. So you're getting a Clone Trooper Phase 2 helmet, painted however you want it to be painted at 500 once we get to 500. So I mean, that's just amazing. And I won't say what it is, but he's offered something else once we get to 1,000. But I will say it has to do with something that Jeremy sells. That's all I'm saying. There's your little sneak peek. But
Awesome.
yeah, and yes, 17.5 minutes.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go eat.
You go eat. I was wondering why you're just kind of standing there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
What has been the hardest board for you guys to install? Jeremy and Kevin, like, what's the hardest board to work with?
It's funny. The only board I've ever fried was a CFX. It's the only one I've ever fried, and I've done hundreds. I don't even think I fried it, to be honest with you. I think one of the accelerometers just went out, but it started making its own swing sounds for no reason.
Oh no!
But it's such a great board. I still have several that I keep in reserve just in case somebody needs one. But yeah, that's been the hardest for me because it just stopped working, and I've never had that happen to me before.
Well, the pads on a CFX compared to the rest of them are insane. There's so much going on in that little thing, like insane. The amount of and if you do a basic install with that, it's like 4 pads. It's really funny. So like that board right there, though, I have the mat in front of me right now for it. It's crazy. There's the accent lighting and the.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, that probably would be the hardest.
Yeah, I think if you want to practice on a board, the Golden Harvest, those solder pads are so forgiving and they're so well spaced out. I think you would love it.
You don't even want to know what I've been practicing on. I need to practice on something like this that's gonna give me something. Like, I've been practicing on like a board that's probably like so old it's ridiculous, just so I can like kind of start soldering and stuff like that. And then Kevin put me onto the Padawan PCB board. Practicing, because it's like I don't want to just mess up a $70 board. So I was like, well, let me get a bunch of like $20 boards and I can go through those. I'm comfortable with that. But now I'm like ready to kind of try something a little bit different.
Those Padawan boards are awesome because of how small everything is on there. And if you have a multimeter, you can check the connection, so you can, what's going on, if you did it right or not.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I've got proto boards, which are really neat too. I use them for testing, but you can see they've got tiny little solder pads. So it's a great way to just test, by soldering an LED and then, powering it up with a resistor. But maybe next time you order, I'll throw one in your order.
Yes, please, because
I will.
I mean, I feel good with I feel good at soldering. I just don't want to. I'm just terrified of messing up like a $70 to
Well,
$100
that last one I saw was really nice. You had,
Totally
yeah, I
get it.
did. Right. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. But those are like the old school saber core Viridians. Like I can find somebody buying those for like $20 a pop. Like they're so easy. That was like so easy to do. And then I did like a couple of LGT Dark Wolves. And I was like, okay, I feel confident. And then I just kind of get very hesitant at trying to do something like Profi, Golden Harvest. You know, even though Golden Harvest, I think Jeremy has them for like around $60, 66 or something bucks or something like that right now. It's just I'm like, no, let me just let Jeremy or somebody else do this because I just like don't feel too confident. I just don't want to mess it up. But no, I feel like it's getting better because I think when I started, them joints was ugly, but now they're real clean now. They look a little bit
well,
better.
no, yeah, that last one I saw was really shiny. No bridging, everything was good.
That's awesome. I think Flux is your best friend, by the way. If you don't have it already, get some Flux.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. I think I watched. I like watched a lot of like I watched. I think it was Blue Force. Like I watched super old videos. I think from Saber Armory, just like straight watching videos, and just started soldering. And I'm like, okay, you need flux because like some of them didn't have the flux in there. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I've never soldered a day in my life, but yes, flux will definitely help.
Oh yeah. And Rebel, you are correct. The Verso is a good board, and the Verso 2 has even better pads. They are further spaced, so I don't want to say there's no chance you'll bridge it, but I did one of the beta boards, and it was so smooth. It would be a great board to try it on.
It was like a problem. I feel like it was just so hard to find in Verso. I just got lucky with Kevin, and he sold me 2. And I was like, okay, where can I get some more? Because but I didn't know where else to get any more. And because like you were like the go-to for the Verso, and I'm like, okay, where else I go? So
yeah, we'll have them soon again. Okay. Hopefully.
That's awesome.
I'm really glad to meet you, Mish, because
I know, right?
Your shorts actually got me to clean off my saber bench, and I was like going to start trying to do my own. Like, I wanted to start on something cheap and like try to do it myself.
Yeah.
But your short videos, I'm just like, I love watching them.
Yeah, I just like so. I'm kind of new to everything still. It's just like Jeremy. I literally fell into everything in COVID. I mean, I still happen to work, so it wasn't anything like that. I was just like, okay, what am I going to do at home? And honestly, I fell into Star Wars, and I'll be 100% with you. Didn't even. I'm not like I literally fell into Star Wars. Got Disney, watched everything Star Wars, Rebels, the Clone Wars. Like I literally went all out, and I'm like, I've been missing out on this the whole time. First saber, I got installed. I went to solo sabers, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. Like I need to know like everything about this, everything. And I was like, why not make a store? I think I did something with Virus Sabers, and I'm all like, why does it have to be so expensive? Let's get something out to something where people can get something that's affordable, because everybody can't afford something that's $300 to $500 to $1,000 to $2,000. Everybody can't do that. So why not sell a cheaper board that's up under $60 or something like that, or around that cost, and then give them like a little chassis or something like that. I think Kevin got the chassis for LGT, something real simple. I mean, a lot of people 3D print the stuff too. So Jeremy 3D prints a lot of the 0.1. He had the chassis that he made in there, and it was, he had different colors. I think mine was purple. So like that stuff was like, it was all decent price. Nothing there was like super expensive. It was affordable. So why not, make a company that's affordable for everybody to reach out to something that they love. You know? So
absolutely.
That's why I like to, that's why I'm for. I saw Jeremy do the same thing. I saw you about, like, Kevin does the same thing. When we started, when I met Kevin, he was doing you did the posters. I don't know if you remember, you did those posters and everything, put some crystals in there. Like it was pretty awesome. I don't think you even asked for anything. don't know, my light just went out. He never asked for anything for that giveaway, and he was awesome to work with. So it's just working with the community. It's like pretty awesome. I'm glad I stumbled across you guys.
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago now, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was like, yeah, literally fresh 2019. So 2020? 2019? The end of 2019?
I think it was 2019, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Like literally we was just getting fresh into COVID. It was around that time. And yeah, you stuck. We stuck kind of together doing the whole process, and you've grown, and it's been, amazing to watch you grow into different things from the crystals to now electronics to hopefully lightsabers.
Oh yeah. I by the way, I appreciate that. And yeah, those posters, I forgot about those. That's funny.
I've got a few. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know if you still do it, but it was like pretty awesome. I'm like, man.
We can. I just they didn't sell. So like I was saying, like that's the things that we gave away and things like that after a while. But yeah, I was thinking about doing them again. Yeah. They're all original too. They're not like prints.
Yeah. I was like, man, I wish I could have kept some of those giveaway process. I almost didn't want to take them up in there, but yeah, no, they was pretty dope. I'm surprised.
Me too.
Probably
I have the Yoda or the Yoda "You Must Vote" or "Vote You Must" that I love.
Yeah.
my actual author. So
I had to do that one. People were asking me. That's
awesome.
Now I know where Stuped Kyber came from because I listened to you on live.
Oh yeah, the last one.
So yeah, but where did Saber Merchant come from, Jeremy?
Okay, who's seen John Wick?
Oh yeah.
Show of hands. Okay, so do you remember in the first film when he visits? I mean, I can only describe it as like the high-end gun shop. The guy's wearing a tuxedo and he's showing all of the options and he's describing them like you would a steak and a bottle of wine. It's like the Merchant of Death. I wanted something very similar, but with lightsabers. So that's why I'm a huge proponent of using the Pelican gun cases to store the sabers in. And there will be some giveaways at some point once I learn how to use social media properly, where I ship out some select hilts or some special edition hilts in these cases. But to tie into something Mr. Woolley said, like I want to be high end without carrying a $700, $800, $900 price tag. So that's kind of where it came from.
So speaking of the packaging that you just showed for the hilt, your packaging is amazing. How do y'all go about getting this packaging? Because I try to keep my stuff recyclable, but I love how you shipped out your chips, your Golden Harvest. I don't know if you have it. I can pull mine up if you don't. Yeah. You all had to see what he shipped his items in. It's like crazy. I'm like, where is he getting this stuff from? It's like the same kind of casing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
So how do you guys go about? I don't know. I don't want to know where, but I guess this because just I feel like it's certain packaging, but like how do you go about picking like what type of packaging? Because this is not just a simple it's just a used bag from Amazon that you're shipping out of. It's like I feel like it's specific to Stuped Kyber and it's very specific to Saber Merchant. How do you guys go about getting all the packagage? I'm just curious as hell. Like, because it's like you got the like your box is like
they're branded.
Huh?
I love Kevin's bubble mailers. Like they're branded, like Star Wars branded.
Oh yeah. And then Gabby's actually fluent in Arbesh now because she can.
Awesome.
Because she does every package with them, so there's like a handwritten note. So now it's funny when we watch like something on Disney Plus. She's like, "Wait a minute, pause that," and she can read like it's actually really handy now.
That's dope.
But Gabby does all the packaging for that, and she spends majority of her day going over that. That's like I do the customer service and try to talk to the people as much as I can and get everyone what they want. And then Gabby does the packaging and things like that. And she spends so much time on that. And I think that's another reason why people like us so much too. Is Jeremy can tell you is because of the packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
some
makes a
pretty
huge
dope packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of y'all
Yeah,
have really good packaging. Yeah.
I try to order, like the heaviest duty boxes I can for the best price. On average, each of my boxes runs about 42 to 60 cents, depending on the size. And then I wanted recyclable products as well. I love that in your messaging, by the way. So I try to do almost, other than bubble wrap, because I do love bubble wrap. I try to do the crinkle cut paper where you stretch it out and it's like super absorbent of impact. But it's kind of like what Kevin was mentioning earlier. I just kind of started with something and I just stuck with it. I wanted people to recognize my packages when they received them and just know they're from me. And I even had a really nice customer up in New York who offered to ship me all of the boxes back that he saved, just so I could reuse them, which I thought was really cool.
Wow.
But yeah, and then I'll tell you, Sticker Mule. Have you ever heard of Sticker Mule?
Yep.
They make amazing packing tape, and they will take your logo and put it on the packing tape so you can brand your boxes, which is really cool.
Sick.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. I didn't know if maybe that had the question below kind of tied into Misha's question, or
By the way,
that's why I left
Jeremy,
it up so long.
By the way, Jeremy, what made you decide to go for a nylon chassis for the speeder hilt instead of a filament or resin?
That nylon is damn near indestructible.
Oh, nice.
PLA filament is great. It's affordable if you've got a printer, and it sounds like you do. It's a good material. It's easy to make prototypes with, and I still use it, and I love it. In fact, I recently got some really awesome matte finish, and you can't even see the print lines. It's from Hatchbox. It's amazing. But that nylon, I mean, I can take a chassis and chuck it down my driveway, and I have a really long driveway, and it bounces 18, 19 times, and it's still perfect. And I just wanted something like super durable. So I went with that nylon PA23 or whatever the code is. And they make it in gray. And they make it in, these are my like Profi MHS Saber Trio sized chassis, but they make it in gray. It's like a textured finish. And then they dye it black if you want it black. It's the same price. But if you haven't tried it, you may love it. And it's super lightweight. It's Cole Weathers.
Cold Weathers. I love that guy.
Cole just should have gotten one of my chassis for the speeder hilt.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, guys! If you haven't already, get the kit. The kit that you can get with it. Get the kit.
It's nice. It's
nice.
helpful.
It's very nice.
Not trying to skip Willie here. He loves you guys' packaging too.
Yeah, it's like first of all, the box has the wrap, the Saber Merchant. You won't be confused on what you're getting. You open it up, the paper is everything is like really nice. It's packaged very well. Like it's not just like the packaging. I'm trying to think. Usually from where I order, they have very nice packaging, but Saber Merchant has like some super, like I keep the containers too. Like it's very nice. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for. I just like them. I just like what it came in because I've never seen it before. But it's amazing. It's in Stuped Kyber too. Like you guys, your wife, is it your wife, Kevin? Before I say this,
Wait, yep.
She's okay. She does an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, she spends a lot of time on that. I have to make her take breaks sometimes. She gets a little.
And you guys are up like pretty late too, because I've spoken to like Jeremy super early in the morning. Stuped Kyber is online most of the time on Instagram. Like you guys are up late asking questions. I mean, I didn't ask Jeremy questions about install. I didn't ask Stuped Kyber questions, and like you guys aren't just like short and hey, go look it up. Use your resources. You guys will, if you know it, you'll definitely answer it. And I've asked both. On installs on Versos for Kevin. I think me and Jeremy talked about battery battery holders because I was using like a super old one. He was like, "Nah, nobody don't use it anymore. You use this type." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know that." So just like updating a lot of things too, because a lot of things that you think you use like for your first install, it's like it's damn near non-existent now.
Yep.
So
I have a question for Brian.
Yes.
Brian, you have a very solid collection behind you. What is your favorite saber out of your collection?
Uh-oh.
Or is that a really terrible question?
Well, right now, it's not installed, but that 89 Mace Windu that I just got is gonna be my favorite. But I have to get it installed, but right now, I have the one Profi. We just got it back. It's an LGT Profi. I love it and I hate it at the same time, just because Profi just irritates the crap out of me. And I've already kind of discussed that with you guys. But other than that, hilt wise, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's probably not one of these. It's probably this one.
oh, it's encasing. I know it's going to be something
Yeah.
sick. Like he pulled a case.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oops. This is a master replica's hilt. So it's just a big paperweight. But man, is it I love it.
I love that grenade grip on those.
Oh, yes, it's so great.
Yep.
I want this to work. Or at least be able to have a blade in it. This is my unicorn. So one day
We'll make
It's
it
gonna be a
happen.
nice penny. It's gonna be a nice penny for that. Because
Oh.
when I see them up for sale, it's crazy on Facebook. Lightsaber Market.
Yeah.
And what's
It's
crazy
all
is
too.
my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, bought this for me when I was I think it was my 21st birthday, and I'll be 40 in a couple weeks. So I've had this for a minute.
Uh-oh. Cole's asking for your address, Brian.
Oh man.
Dress. Why are you gonna come over?
Maybe he got something nice for you.
Cole, I believe, has quite the collection of sabers.
Oh yeah.
Cole, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
What is each of you guys' favorite hilt? We got Brian's, so Jim.
Right now, mine has to be my Praetorian from Saber Forge. It's pretty sturdy. I like the feel of it. It's a good sparring saber.
Do you spar, Jim?
Yeah. Brian, that's how we started. Like, we watched episode 1, like the special features, and we're like, hey, those are just like dowel rods. We can just like go make them and fight. And that's how it all started. So,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
you know what I mean on this. I know it goes back further, but
Yeah, we'll go back way further. In fact, if it started, yeah, that'll work. You'll see me turn my camera off here in a few minutes, just because my kid's bringing me dinner. But we started like lightsaber fighting with those electronics, those Hasbro electronics. Actually, we started with the Kenner electronics from like '96.
Yeah.
When they came out with the Luke episode 6 and the Vader episode, the DV6.
man,
That's when we started sparring, and you were like 10. Well, yeah, wait. You were born in '90, so you were like 6. I started whooping your ass when you were 6 years old, boy.
well, the biggest, like, what I remember is just like we're just watching the special features and like we could do that.
Yeah, back when there was hyperspace on StarWars.com. Y'all remember that? I'm old. Oh,
You're not that old, man. I'm almost your age.
almost.
I'm a year behind you.
Oh, there we go. See,
What about you guys, Jeremy, Kevin? What's your guys' favorite? If you have the hilt or don't have the hilt, what's your favorite?
Oof.
I like them all. I like making stuff. A shop tour, nice. It's funny. Another local here in Roanoke, Virginia. So I have a Mercury hilt from Ignition Sabers, and I'm digging this thing.
Yeah, me
That
too. I love those.
oval aluminum is phenomenal, and I've got a lot of acid etching plans.
Mm.
And Cole, if you need some P&P blue, I've got quite a bit of it. I'll send you some.
I think what Soul Sabers just did his or something like that. It was his personal one or something. It was crazy. It was it's pretty dope. But yeah.
KR flagships. Yep.
yeah, and his is amazing.
What's yours, Kev?
I'm looking around. I don't really have a favorite. I have like
It's tough.
what kind of mood I'm in. I don't know. Like I have a Profi, I have a Verso, and then of course so I don't know. It really just kind of depends on my mood actually. Like what sound fonts I want to hear and things like that. I don't know. Hilt wise, probably between if I had to pick, it would be these two right now. This is here we go. The Phoenix from Divinium, that one. And then, of course,
Yeah, of course. I mean, hands down right now. Do we? I mean, it's the clear choke. That makes it so clean. Like, man, you showed me that in the. I think we chatted about it. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I think I showed you that, and then 15 minutes later, my roof started to cave in over where my table was. So then I packed all that stuff up and I sent it right over to Jeremy. So he finished the install, but I don't even know if this is the same strip I sent him. But is it that LED strip?
I don't recall. I've got a whole bunch of 35 strips that I pre-cut. I might have used that, but yeah. And Mish, it's an easy upgrade if you want to mail that.
I know, right? I don't know. I feel like the all black 2 sets is off. It's like a hard choice.
Yeah,
it's so hard. I think my
favorites.
Yeah, I think my buddy just ordered one from you. I was like, Germany just put me on payroll at this point because I felt like I sent I made a post and then all of a sudden, hey, where'd you get that from? I'm like, oh yeah, Saber Merchant. Yeah, Saber Merchant. Yeah, Saber Merchant. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's an amazing hilt. Yeah, I mean, I think my favorite would have to be the Spectra from. I know y'all see a bunch of them if y'all follow Solo Sabers. He do them all the time. It's my favorite hilt, and I finally ordered it, even though it's a LGT. I got it from Buyer Sabers on a Black Friday sale. I don't care. I had to get it.
Yep.
I love it.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Get whatever calls to you.
Yeah. Yeah. The KR flagship is awesome too. I know Raven's Nest just said that I got one used from High Ground Custom. He's actually doing the install on it right now. I'm hoping to have a MMPR type theme to it, and that's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for anybody asking. But some type of sound font crazy to it. It's like the brass one, so it's something cool. I don't know. It'd be my first one. I didn't know that the chassis is not removable. It'll be my first one because I've seen the installs, but I didn't know it was a non-removable chassis on that one. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. What's next? What's up next for you, Brian? What you got planned? What is up next for Mid Ohio Jedi?
Well, so we've got that 500 subscriber mark that we're giving away the donated Clone Trooper helmet. That's kind of what we're focused on right now, other than crazy real life stuff. But I literally just got notified that as I was taking a bite of my pizza that the two I got pretty lucky, and I got two scratch and dent bags from Saberforge, and those were shipped just now. So pretty excited about that.
You say you got two scratch and dent. What were they? I didn't hear you.
Scratch and dent bags.
Oh, okay.
Like part bags.
That's awesome.
And that's pretty tight. Zach's trying to.
That's awesome.
Dude, Misha's met Zach. Not Zach like Zach Darth Raven's Zach. Like Zach like Mastodon.
Yeah, like Mastodon.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers. Like,
that's awesome.
But
I don't know why I can't think of his real name. Right. I know what his false name is.
I didn't see the green. Can we get Rebel? Oh no, Rebel's at work, right? I want to see the helmet that he did. If anybody has it, send it to me on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, I want to see it so bad.
He's on Instagram and it's on there. I'll send it to you.
Send me his thing.
I haven't talked to Jim about it, but I wanted to. The sword when the green, like I don't know how. I'm getting real nerdy into the Power Rangers, but when he was still evil, and he had the big sword, not the dragon dagger, but the sword.
No, yep.
He printed one of those too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
So, does everybody here have a 3D printer? Because I'm really set on getting one just because I can do crazy stuff like that.
I'm in the same.
It's like pretty decent. It's pretty decent price. It's not. I didn't see like where it wasn't unreasonable. I need to remake that one. So
yeah,
like
Reality makes some really good, very affordable printers.
Yeah, I saw one from Amazon on for a little bit less than $300.
Well, just so you know, that is another hobby that is like the black hole of that, and there's so many upgrades and like, oh, I want to make this better. Oh, you can. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So just like they work good out of the box. Some of them. Like I had a hard time getting mine set up. Jeremy helped me out a lot with that. But there was a few extra pieces that I got now, and actually Powell's Power Up. He sent me a link to an all metal extruder, and then that fixed me like all my problems with everything that's happening. So like
Power Up was amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you just said it. Like I followed him at the beginning when he was just doing Kylo Ren. Like he was just doing Kylo Ren for like a while, and then like all of a sudden, I'm like, he just like blew up doing everything else. I know he's like doing his medical school, but he was like doing straight Kylo Rens. It was amazing, like what he was doing at the time and how he's progressed now. He's awesome. I'm jealous that he gets the first dibs. Jeremy, we gotta talk about that. Feel like I should get dibs on the 2, but we'll talk later. We'll discuss.
I've got some really nice new parts coming in, and I will send some to you.
Please. I was like, I looked on his page on Facebook. I'm like, wait a minute, how did he? It's not even ready yet. How does he have this?
I sent him a prototype.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. It was dope. I like him too, though. He's a nice guy.
He is. Oh, Cole.
Until I die says
That's hilarious.
Ender 3. Yeah. Ender 3 Pro. And then yes, Cole's crazy. Fingers crossed, not 11 pounds of blade plug. I read that, then didn't register. Then I was like, oh yeah, that would be terrible. Hopefully not 11 pounds of blade plug. But then yes, how am I not friends with Mish? Where
Abby, like, you know what? I went away for like a while just to like get a break mentally from like social media, because it's like, I mean, I feel like, you know, Brian, because like it's like a lot of promotion. You're trying to promote yourself every time, because it's not, it's not just on Etsy. It's not just for Etsy. It's for YouTube. It's to get the Instagram. It's, you know, we're trying to get that growth. So it was just too much. I'm like, I need a break. I'm tired of social media.
That's why
I left all of it.
Anytime.
Yay!
Somebody, he followed you. They're there. When I have to send you the link, I think he actually did send you a link. But Yeah.
I need a link for Cole
You go to
too.
bed?
Cole,
Oh.
follow me.
Night, kid. Come see me when you get up.
Cole does some really good art.
Oh, thank
I assume that's Cole's art, but he posted on Instagram. It's really awesome.
You did it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him. I'm like meeting a lot of these people new to me. So Cole, follow me or I'll find you. I'll follow you, Cole.
Cole is like
Yay,
he has a heart of gold, and he's amazing. That's like one of those like Xbox achievements that you get when Cole Weathers is following you. You're like, oh yes, yeah, it's awesome. But
I got a question for you guys. It's probably not a hot topic anymore, but it was. What do you guys think about what do you guys thought about the last trilogy? Like the last little trilogies of Star Wars? I know they like bother people a lot. I just wanted to ask a lot of fans who've been in the game for a while to someone who's new. Me, I liked it. I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I know I'm like a little noob, so excuse me. But what did you guys think about it?
we'll let the guests go first.
I'm a child of the 80s, the early 80s, and so the original, three are still my favorite. They will always be my favorite. I liked aspects of these last three, but I don't know. There's just a certain amount of nostalgia that comes with the original three, and even the first, Jar Jar Binks. Even the first, episode 1, 2, and 3 had some really good points, and I like seeing how the characters came, where they came from. I love the starter films, but the first three are always going to be me and my best choices.
Ditto.
Yeah.
As far as I go,
I know
really.
your fave.
I mean, that's
Yeah. I remember you talked about yours a little bit. I don't know if anybody else saw Stupid Kyber on another. I forgot what channel it was, but I watched his live, and you were talking about your childhood. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
He had some good stories on there. But I thought it was okay. I'm not gonna forget you guys. What about you, Brian? Jim, come on, back me up here. Say it was okay at least.
I'd say Star Wars is Star Wars, and I stand behind all of them. I love Star Wars. Yes, there's things that could have been changed, but I'm hoping some of the stuff that Brian's been sending me lately comes true. So he'll say more about that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow Middle Ohio Jedi Order on Instagram, not Middle Ohio Jedi Order Gym, which you should follow both. But because if it's Middle Ohio Jedi Order, I started that one to promote the page, and then I pretty much am on it all the time. So I probably should put Brian on it, but everybody pretty much knows now that that's me when I message people. But yeah, Jim, just kind of. Either way, yeah. I've added a few things. I don't remember if I put that out public or if I did that to just a few people, but yeah. I liked 7. 7 was good. And I wish they would have done a little different from there. But they could have went a different route. I would have been okay. But I mean, hey, that's just my plan. That was my thought. Yeah, I know people like Cole is saying right here that Whispers Last Jedi is my fave. That's cool. I think that's fine, and I'm okay with that. It's not my favorite. It's actually my least favorite, but whatever. And talking to a couple other people, I won't say their names, but I'm kind of almost being talked into how 8 is not the worst. 9 kind of made it worse, but I don't know that I feel that way yet. So I don't know. If I were to pick trilogies, original, then sequel, or not. No. I'd like to strike that, Your Honor. Original, prequel, and
Yes.
then sequel. If we're doing orders.
Good choices.
Kylo Ren's lightsaber's ass is badass.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have given Rey a better lightsaber sooner. Like her own lightsaber sooner.
Mhm.
We all knew she was going to turn that staff into a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Well, why we wait so long? Why we wait to the last 30 seconds of the movie? Like, of the trilogy. Come on.
So crazy.
Yeah. Marketing alone would have been good. But either way, yeah. I try not to talk too much about it because, like I said, people like those things, and I don't want to piss people off. I like
It's like
I
a
like
rabbit
Visions.
hole.
You guys like Visions? I loved Visions.
Yeah.
I want more Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they made like a what if, that would be pretty cool.
I'd be okay with what
Yeah,
if.
the
too.
what if,
That'd be
yeah.
cool. We were talking about that on Saturday. That comic, because they had, I think Marvel did a what if like series, kind of like a Vader. What if he would have not died and went back to the light? He still obviously would need the suit, but it was all white, and he went back to the blue lightsaber. Like,
That's
oh,
awesome.
that white suit is wicked. Yeah, it's just it's crazy. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Code. No, I don't want to see any new sabers because then somebody's going to make it, and it's going to be money that's involved. So no, no, but yes, for real.
Oh, we're gonna see sabers.
Yeah,
They've got at least they've got at least one Inquisitor because Han from Fast and Furious is in there, and he's already said he's an Inquisitor. So
Heck yeah.
I'm sure they're sorry, spoilers. I know I shouldn't say things like that, but I mean, kind of came out with it. So
that's awesome.
Bring the chaos.
Yeah. I'm hoping we see Qui-Gon's lightsaber. I'm hoping we see Qui-Gon's lightsaber. We see that crystal is what Luke used in Return of the Jedi, and that kind of just ties things together. Has anyone in here, like, not to change the subject, but to kind of change the subject on how to successfully pay homage to a property that has already got a really big fan base and to make your own movie, but also, pay perfect respect to the old movies as well? Has anyone seen the new Ghostbusters?
Oh no,
I have not.
Okay, Jim, I didn't even tell you, but I've been.
That good?
Oh my God, I'll go back. If you want to go, you just tell me when we're going. I'll go. I will go anytime.
That's
and
awesome.
do not leave. Do not leave until there is nothing on the screen. So good.
I've seen a couple spoilers, but that's about it.
Stop it. No spoilers. So good.
Sorry, I like spoilers. Spoilers is what gets me to want to watch it more.
So is this because I know there was one and it had like the female cast. So is this from that, or is this like a whole new? They just kind of wiped it and did like a whole new.
The female cast was like a reboot.
Okay.
They had like cameos of the original guys.
Yeah.
And Sigourney Weaver. I don't know if Annie Potts was in it, but either way, it was a reboot. And this one is like a sequel to the original two.
Got you. Okay.
The director is the son of the original director and writer of the two from the 80s. And yeah, the 80s, because it was 84 and 89, I believe. So it's a big love letter to his dad, pretty much. Like, and that's how he kind of described it, as a love letter to his dad. And yeah.
Hmm.
You can't really say a whole lot about it without knowing like what's going on, other than it's amazing. And Paul Rudd is hilarious. I can say that.
Wasn't he just like the sexiest man alive or something like that?
Apparently.
That's awesome.
Did
I mean,
you catch? Did you
Go ahead.
catch Resident Evil? Brian Raccoon
I
City?
have not seen it yet. The last time, so this was the first time I was back. I've been back to the movie since last November, I think.
Mhm.
We did a podcast because we've got a podcast, but we seriously neglected it for quite some time now. But we did the podcast, and I went to see Empire Strikes Back with a friend of ours, and that's the last time I was in movies since Rise of Skywalker. So it was like in the past 3 years, I've been 3 times, so like once a year. I haven't. I just don't. I don't get to go, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because I just don't have time.
Mhm.
There's just so much to do.
Yeah.
But have you? I want to see it.
I did see it. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil 2. Like the games. If we're gonna take it back to PlayStation 1, Game Boy Color. Like, man, I thought it was okay, but you have the crowd. To me, it really had a lot of if you remember playing Raccoon City on PS1, it really, to me it had a lot of those it had a lot of same characteristics that were in that Raccoon City. I thought it was good. I don't want to say too much, but I thought it was great. I thought it was good.
Is Robbie Emile in that one?
It's who?
Robbie
I'm
Amell.
sorry.
Robbie Emile.
Amel.
Amel.
Amel. Yeah.
Oh, I would have to check for you. This was like a cast that I didn't know besides I think one guy. Who played. It was like a cast of I didn't even know who they were.
I can't remember.
But
yeah,
I thought it was kind of dope. They brought in like Leon because, of course, in the Resident Evil that we're all familiar with, Leon wasn't really a big part of it, and Leon is like a huge part of Resident Evil to me. So I guess maybe Milia Jovic, if I'm pronouncing her name right, is she supposed to was she supposed to have been like the Leon type character without, I guess.
I think
because it's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think Robbie Amell plays Leon. The
okay, that's who it is.
Tall brunette guy, like a brown haired.
He had black hair
Was it black hair? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it may be. It was like literally some people I didn't know, honestly. Like I didn't find they weren't familiar to me at least.
Oh right, I'll be it. He's Stephen Amell's brother, the guy who played Arrow, the Green Arrow on Arrow CW.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch that,
I did not watch it.
Love the Green Arrow, and Stephen Amell is an amazing dude. At least he was. I'm not sure. I don't follow him as closely now, but he was a really cool guy. Let's see. Resident Evil.
Somebody asked if they watching Hawkeye. Is anyone watching Hawkeye?
No, I've been wanting to.
No. Not yet.
Okay. Robbie Amell plays Chris Redfield.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Chris was in there. Claire. I mean, like if y'all used to, like I said, the games, Chris, Claire, Leon, Ada Wong, who else I'm missing? Jill
Valentine.
Jill was in there. It was like,
Oh, Jill Valentine is Ghost.
Yeah, and then it was
yeah.
Oh my god, it was I can't think of it's that girl. If you're playing the game, it's like a girl that would kind of follow you around all the time. It's like I can't even think of the girl name. Oh my god, they was experimenting on her. I'm so used to playing the game, but I thought it was cool. Like it was good to me.
That's awesome. I was very hopeful.
That would be a good sound funk maker name.
That would be.
Yeah, it would be. The Last of Us.
Is anyone watching? Yeah, okay. So Wooly, I've not started it yet. I know we're on episode 3. I want to start watching it because I really like Hawkeye. Like I said, I like Green Arrow. I'm a big Batman fan, so you know, anybody who doesn't have superpowers and like goes out and kicks people's asses with superpowers is awesome to me. So Batman, Green Arrow, Hawkeye, they're all awesome. Plus, I love shooting a bow. Love it. So yeah, I will give it a chance, and I'm hoping it's good. Wooly, what do you think? Have any of you seen it?
Mm-mm.
No? Nobody yet? I've been hearing a lot of really good things. Like it's like one of the best shows out yet. So I'm not sure. What's he say? It's good so far. Oh, well, there we go.
Check it out.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
First episode of Hawkeye was dope. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Hey, Jeremy, have you thought about getting on TikTok? I think you should drop some. Like you should get on TikTok just to make some videos.
I downloaded it.
I think we all enjoy it here.
And now all I do is watch funny cat videos, like it's or corgis, and corgis are pretty awesome too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You
So
get
weird.
in the rabbit hole. I try not to open it unless I'm doing a video because you'll be literally just all day. Like I can't.
Yeah,
Like
it's
all day.
it's perfect for those of us who are attention deficit and hyperactive. It is wild. I do need a media manager. You're hired.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
You get a lightsaber a month.
No.
And that's your payment.
Shoot. You need another one? Like, I work for lightsabers. I need a T-shirt that says "Will work for lightsabers."
I work for like.
Jim,
Yeah, you should make
jot
that shirt.
down.
You should get gin and tonic and make that shirt.
Yes.
I think so.
I work for lightsabers. That'll be funny.
We had shirts. We started some shirts and actually had a bunch of shirts made and sent out like I don't know 14, Jim.
Yep.
Like sent them out to some close friends that we had. Like Zach got one. I still have gin and tonic shirts sitting behind me. We were talking and we were actually going to meet because he lives about 2 hours away from me. So we're going to meet up and get lunch and I'm going to give him a shirt and we're going to record, while we're hanging out and whatnot. But, that it just didn't work out for some reason. I don't know what happened, but the shirt makers, that are local, they just stopped talking to me. And after 60 days, I decided that was probably sufficient time to cut the cord on it because I wasn't getting anywhere. They weren't getting anywhere. Really nothing. It wasn't benefiting anybody to just kind of sit around and wait for nothing. So we're you want to see? Do you have one, Jim?
Yeah.
Here it looks like this. Not that you can see that, but it has the logo, and then right underneath it says Mid Ohio Jedi Order. That was what it looked like, and we were Browns fans, unfortunately. So we had the original logo is brown and orange, and then we made up a black shirt with white logo, kind of looked like an old NWO logo. Sent a couple of those out. I made one specifically for Zach because when we first started to actually delve into like the channel and actually really start doing stuff, Zach was the first person that we talked to. So Darth Ravens was my first lifeline, and when he changed his colors. Well, I was going to do his colors anyways, but he changed his colors and he was teal. His channel is now teal and purple. So I made a specific shirt that was purple with a teal logo on it. So that was specific for him. And then found out later that a buddy of mine, his daughter has epilepsy, and those are epilepsy awareness colors. So I was like, well, that's cool, and made a couple extra ones, and so I mean, there were just a couple extra color schemes, and then my youngest one that you just saw come in a few minutes ago and tell me goodnight. She is a princess, and she didn't want any of those colors. She needed a purple shirt with pink logo. So she's got a one of a kind shirt. Everybody else has got the other one. And then I know that she went to bed, so I'll try not to be too loud, but Salacious Crumb, if you ask him what his favorite cheese is, it's Gouda! So, I did that on a live stream one time, and Sam from Absolute Sabers was like, "What the hell was that?" Then it was like a thing for like a month long. Anytime I talked to him, he's like, "Gouda!" Just so we added Gouda to the sleeve. But and Jim and I don't have a shirt that says Gouda. Ours were made before that. But yeah. Hopefully sometime soon we'll get shirts made, and maybe on the back it'll say something. I've already forgot what it was supposed to say. Jim, did you jot it down?
Nope.
Did y'all see Cole? He said we'll rock a purple and pink Mojo crop top.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Oh,
same.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And no, Josh, I have not gotten confused yet.
Speaking of logos, Stuped Kyber, you changed yours.
Mm-hmm.
What made you change it? We love the Ewoks.
Yeah, I just wanted something more like we're still using the old one. But we wanted something more like goofy, because we're like we like having fun, so we don't be too serious.
I apologize. I should have actually reached out to you guys and asked you for your logos, but I went ahead and just ripped what I could find off of Instagram, and I saw that logo, the one that's behind you, Kevin, and I didn't know how well it would have come across, but then I saw that you had the other one, the one that I actually put up, and I don't know why I didn't load it, so it was behind us. It's normally what I do, but I'm an idiot. I was having trouble today, you know that, and I saw that and was like, that's probably like, I don't know if that's the one he likes or not, and I was like, I'm just gonna take this one. It's symmetrical.
Oh no,
doing it.
Yeah, either one's good. We didn't know what we wanted really at first for a logo. We were really like our logo at first was really boring, and then we talked to what pins, and he designed that first one for us, and I like that a lot. And then I don't know, me and Gabby were just talking. We found this guy on Instagram, and I forget his. It's Pindustry. I'm looking right now for his name, but it's this guy Jimmy Da Vinci on Instagram, and we saw his art and we really liked it because it reminds us of like 90s Nickelodeon cartoons.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of what we were going for there with that.
Yeah,
Ewoks are the best. So
it kind of does look like a 90s. That's cool. You mention it and I see it.
Yeah, the older.
Yeah. Like rocket power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Funny.
What was the thought behind yours, Jeremy? It's unique. I'm like, what is it? Like, what is it? Is it?
A Rorschach test.
Yeah, it's TSM, the letters sliced in angles by a lightsaber.
Oh, that's crazy.
It takes a little while. You have to look at it and go, okay, there's part of the T, and there's part of the S. So yeah, it's different.
Now I'm going to be looking at that every time to see if I can see it.
Let's see here. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. That's crazy. I was looking at it the whole time. I'm like, is this like a bird or something? I was really trying to figure out. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like Hunger Games or something. It's like a little mockingbird or something.
Is that new?
The logo?
Yeah.
No, it's been on my tape for, I don't know, several months. Just different way to signal. And I also put it on the side of the chassis that I've been designing recently. And yes, you probably do have some 8-bit Orchid stickers. I did.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of first.
Yeah.
What
I'll be
about you guys?
I may be revamping the 8-bit Orchid with my next Etsy shop. It will be a second Etsy shop.
What?
Yeah, good. I got a Game Boy. I gotta see.
We got what's the second Etsy shop going to be about? Can we know?
So,
Is this
when I'm not making lightsabers, I buy and repair 80s Nintendo equipment.
What?
Yes, Jeremy, we discussed this. This is yes. Guess we can talk about this. Yes. Yes.
I just I have piles of Nintendos that have been all redone and revamped and soldered and new connectors, and yeah, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. So
What?
that'll be the next one.
When is this opening up? What like we need to talk about this? Are you like the Nintendos is iconic? Who doesn't love Nintendo? Please,
It's
like
so good. I also have a huge selection of Game Boys.
oh yes, please just bring out one like the original one and the Game Boy Advance.
Do you want it with the modified IPS screen or not?
Let's see the modified. I had to see this. Like I'm ready for the next shop. I'm here, first customer already. Like it's crazy because I've been looking at Game Boys too. It's so
I
crazy.
started by doing shell replacements. So
Oh,
like I have Pokemon themed shells and things of that nature. So yeah, I've got those, and then I've got a huge selection of the Game Boys, the Game Boy colors in different colors. And then I change out the displays for color IPS screens so that you can play them anywhere, and they're amazing.
Do you already have a shop open on eBay? Because I feel like I've been looking. If you do, I think I've been looking at your stuff already.
I don't. Yeah, I've been so busy with lightsabers. That's the whole reason I couldn't do your commission. I've got so many that I'm trying to finish for a con in February that's coming up rapidly. And the Nintendo stuff has kind of taken a back seat. So.
Well, what are you doing at the con? If you don't mind me asking, are you setting up
a booth so I can?
Oh wow!
Yeah, absolutely, and it's in my hometown, so that's really, really awesome. I get to show people what our local machinists can do and the metal finishing companies, and it'll be awesome.
Which con is it?
Which con? It's called the Big Lick Comic Con.
May have to pop up over there.
Yeah, you should come by.
Check it. Like seriously, I feel like we have a lot of the same interests here right now. You just because it's like it was somebody else I was looking at who did the same thing. They did like interchangeable fronts on like the display, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep looking.
Yeah.
But at least now I have a reputable person to buy from whenever you open the shop.
Absolutely.
Cold killed me, man.
Is Jeremy flirting with all of us?
Oh,
Cold is killing me right now. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Here you go. What's your favorite game series?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
What's your favorite? Man, I mean, I like Duck Hunt. I'm not gonna lie. Duck Hunt was like crazy.
MOJO Chapter. Yes, Cole, you can be a TSM booth, babe. That would be amazing. I got to come up with an awesome outfit for you, though, my man. This is gonna be.
You just roll up in the crop tops and become
the design changes to the speaker are going to be incremental additions. So everybody who pre-ordered got 2 pommels. You got the standard pommel, and then you got the one with the interchangeable quick release, which is actually straight off of AR firearms, if you're a firearms person. Super easy. It's unique. Everybody's got cover tech. Everybody's got, D-rings. But nobody that I know of had a quick connect like that. So I did that. But since I've got Wooly on, so Wooly did some amazing changes to the speeder hilt. And just something as simple as adding like a clamp on the end makes a huge difference. I don't know why. And then a little bit of weathering, but it just adds another layer of complexity to the hilt. So I'm playing with clamps that have releasable pieces. And then I'm also playing with clamps that just go around the outer bottom. And I've got different colors of clamp. But there may be, one of my push pins is rolling around in here, but there may be some additional pieces coming out for some custom hilts very, very soon. Hopefully that answers your questions. Yeah. Yeah, that bike clamp is amazing, by the way. If you need a piece for your speeder hilt, just buy a really nice 34.9 millimeter bike clamp. And then Rebel, I was interested in your acid etching idea because I will be doing some acid etched 0.1s and speeder hilts with designs. So I have everything I need. I just got to have the time.
Can you go into like in depth about the etching? I always want to know like how that was done. Like, is this like some type of a certain tool that actually is like engraving it in? It's not like a laser. Is it like some type of dip? Like you dip it in something and it's like burning it or like
yeah.
How does it work?
I do have a laser for etching, and I don't use it very often because it won't work on just a raw aluminum. It has to be an anodized finish for the etch to actually take. But the best way to do it, really, there's some good videos out there. Mish, I can send you some links. I know, is it Jeremy from Solo Savers? He did a really good walkthrough about what chemicals to use.
Yeah.
But PMP blue is a type of transfer paper, and you can run it through a laser printer, and the toner sticks to the paper, and you adhere it or wrap it around a piece of aluminum that's been prepped and cleaned, which there's a lot of ways to do it. You could do mineral spirits, you could do denatured alcohol, but you just want to get all the oils off of it. Then you wrap that printed blue paper around the aluminum and you bake it in your oven, and it transfers. And then any area that is not being protected by either the toner or fingernail polish or acrylic pen will etch, and the metal erodes away, leaving that beautiful pattern or design. It's mesmerizing to watch, but I will be doing a dipping process.
How long does that process usually take? Like, I'm just curious, like how.
I mean,
is there like
seconds. It does not take long once you're dipping it. The prep takes forever because you've got to figure out the design and look at your circumference of the hilt. That takes the longest, and then taping off all of the threads, and then I've got rubber stoppers so the acid doesn't get inside or the chemical doesn't get inside the hilt and ruin threading for screws and things of that nature. So that's why people charge so much, because it's a huge time investment. Going through the comments here.
I think Willie asked, what was your favorite game for Nintendo? What was your favorite game series, or what's your favorite?
It's got to be Legend of Zelda.
Oh my God, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Zelda's dope. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's like my pride and joy. I have like a mint condition gold cartridge where nothing's even opened, and I just hold on to it like a baby.
What do you think of the second one for Nintendo?
I wasn't a huge fan. I did play it, but I wasn't a huge fan.
It's so hard.
It was. But the first one will always be my favorite, just because I was a little kid when it came out. So I remember playing it, renting it, and then finally finding a copy that was basically new in box a couple of years ago. So, yeah.
Where are you getting it from? Rented? Blockbuster? What? No. Wait, where were you getting it from? Rented at the time?
As a kid?
Yeah.
We had these little rental stores, hometown, long before Blockbuster came out. this kind of place that they charge you $5 if you put a coffee ring on the manual. It was hilarious. But yeah,
Video Joes and shit.
yep, pretty much. God forbid you lose the cartridge or you damage the label, they would charge you out the wazoo.
Right.
It's crazy.
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I said Duck Hunt in like Super Mario 3 was like.
Oh yes.
Super Mario 3 is like, I mean, hands down. I mean, what, I don't even know what to like.
Yeah.
What to say? It was like the best. It was Super Mario 3 was like amazing. But
It
Duck Hunt too, because it was like the first time I ever seen like a gun. Like you're playing a game with like a gun that you're pointing. And it was crazy. Like it's for that time, it was pretty dope.
Let's see here. We got to get you a CRT, but I do have a very nice selection of blasters if you need one.
Oh snap!
Jeremy, I mean, basically, just take the checks that I'm working. I still work full time too. Just take the checks and just send me what it's worth.
You got it. I'll send you a TV too. We'll get you a little CRT.
Right.
Got you.
Flat screens don't work with those flash guns.
Nope. No, I keep a CRT in my next cabinet over where I do all the testing for the equipment. It's hilarious.
Oh shit! I did not know that. I would have kept one of those.
Have you
I
seen?
literally just threw one away.
Did you really?
I'm like, what am I gonna do with this little TV? It's like a little 19-inch tube TV, and I'm like, I don't know if it works. I mean, technically, it wasn't even mine, but I could have. It could have been. I'm like, threw it in a dumpster. Watched it break.
Most people do. Yeah, I mean, they were so common at one point.
Have you seen people actually stream from the Nintendo? I know it takes like a whole nother unit to actually do it. I forgot what it's called, but I thought that was pretty dope too, because you have to like get the little unit. I forgot what it's called. I just watched a video on it the other day because I was like, maybe I should stream like something crazy, because I did like a PlayStation stream for an old Star Wars game like a couple of years ago. And I was like, well, let's do something for Nintendo, even though I don't think it's any games. I don't think it's any Star Wars games on Nintendo, but I was like, why not try to stream off of it? But it was like, it's super complicated.
Yeah.
Like to get the connection going, I was like, okay, this is above me.
It's a lot.
Like that much money.
Extra equipment and
Have
conversion.
you guys heard of Anamanaguchi at all? He plays all music through a Nintendo.
Yeah.
And through a MIDI keyboard. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. He like plugs a cartridge into a Nintendo and then plays the craziest music I've ever heard.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
No, it's not the El Gato Willy. It's something else. I like seeing a guy do it. It's something else. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like something.
Yeah.
Because the Gato I can do from the PlayStation, but like it's because the Nintendo doesn't have like certain connections or whatever like that the PlayStation does, where it makes it a little bit harder. I'm gonna find the answer. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I just gotta jump in, man. Everybody knows Super Mario 2 is the best Mario game ever. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The game sucks.
Oh man, that was such a terrible game.
It was the worst. I have a Super Nintendo, and I got the Mario All Stars on it.
Yep.
And the girls are like, "What's this game?" And I'm like, "That game sucks. You can play it if you want, but it sucks." And they're like, "No."
I have to throw one more turnip at an enemy, I'm going to lose my mind.
Right? Like, when did that become a thing? Like, what the heck? You just changed the whole
It was a
game.
remake. They made some other game that was very, I don't know how to describe it. I can't remember the name of it, but it was
Doki Doki Panic or something.
Yes. Yeah, it had like a very Middle Eastern feel with the flying carpets and things of that nature. It was, I mean, it was probably a great game until they remade it into Mario. So.
Mm-hmm. They just really tried to put Mario on everything at one point, like the Dr. Mario thing. I was like, it's just Tetris. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It's wrong.
Tetris is a good game.
Well, the two things that they actually did right with expanding on Mario was Mario Party and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Other than that, stay in your lane.
I like Luigi's Mansion.
No, that's a good game too.
Bro,
That is
I
good.
didn't play that.
it's so good. That's a good game on GameCube.
Yep.
And then even when I go into Dave and Buster's, it's there. Luigi Mansion is there. Like, that game is dope. I don't care what nobody says. I'm with you on that one.
I still have a GameCube, so maybe I should look into getting one of those. Getting that game. I've not played that. I was this close to selling that GameCube too. This close.
Don't do it.
No, keep it.
Apparently not.
You can actually you can rig up the Nintendo to the Nintendo 64 to stream from there. That's what I've seen people do. I gotta show you this. It's if I find the link, it's crazy. Like I've seen a dude rig up the Nintendo to the Nintendo 64. I mean Nintendo GameCube, sorry, to stream. It's like crazy. I had to find it. Gotta find it. Mario Sports.
Yeah. Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. I guess that's not technically a Mario game though. Yeah.
I like Super Smash Bros.
That was good. So, yeah, man. I guess I can be considered a hoarder in that aspect though, when it comes to like video game systems, because I have all the PlayStations except for the 5, because nobody has 5. And yeah.
I got a couple of PS2s up here. I was looking at them like, I haven't pulled those out in a while.
I have a Sega Dreamcast.
Ooh, I have a Dreamcast as well. It's amazing.
It's the black one.
Oh, see, I've got
the Black Sports Edition.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. I tell you, my favorite game on Dreamcast was Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
I play that one. Damn.
I love Star Wars Demolitions, or I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, they had it for PS1 too, but it was better on Dreamcast. The graphics were better. And Jedi Power Battles on Dreamcast, you could play as Kiadi Mundi if you went through one of the stages and made it through without dying or something like that. I don't think I've ever done it, but I have the game and I have the system, so it's on my list. One day.
Lego Star Wars, anyone? I don't think I played that.
It's fun. It is what it is. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those games that would be really cool if you were to start drinking. Oh, everybody okay?
Yeah, I heard that too. What's going on my phone?
Jim, is that you?
I don't know. My kids just went to, they're next door and they're trying to sleep, so I don't know. It might be one of them.
It shouldn't be. It was like a weather alert.
Is that what it was?
I didn't get one. We live very close to each other, so.
Well, I'm going to have to hop off here because they're keep coming to the door and wanting to come in here, and they have school tomorrow. So I'm really glad I got to meet everybody here, and hopefully we can see you on another live stream, and I hope you guys have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you, man.
Jim, if you get a chance to come back on.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Nope.
Hopefully she's okay. Oh, she's back.
there she is.
All right. Yeah.
It was at alert. It was alert.
Okay. She's okay. So yeah, Jim, if you have never mind. Okay. I'll text him. I was gonna tell him if he has a chance to get back on, because he always misses the good stuff backstage. Like, we do a live stream, he leaves early, and then we go backstage afterwards and we're talking about some things, and I have to catch him up, and I always forget stuff, and then a week later I'm like, oh yeah, forgot. So
Kevin, any fun things coming to the store? Those thumb screws saved my project.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm gonna get more VHD parts coming in real soon. Golden Harvest, the cores. I'm trying to get them all with JST connections though, so I can use them for whatever, and not have to be stuck with that chassis system that they have. So that I'm working on a replica hilt, but I can't really say much about it until I have my hands on it. So kind of just waiting. Like I'm not the most patient person, so I'm sitting here like tapping my foot over it. So and then those Kybers, I'm working on glow in the dark Kybers.
Ooh, nice.
So that's kind of what we've been working on. I'm having a problem with the resin right now, with some of the colors. So we might just do like a limited line of like just very specific colors to start, and then maybe open it up to the custom ones. But we'll see. And then of course the labor on them is insane right now. I'm trying to figure out how to like take it down a little bit. Otherwise, it take a very long time. So, thanks, Cole.
How's the clamp card coming along, Jeremy? Is he frozen or is he reading?
Yeah, I think he froze.
Okay. I'll say he's winning it at free stag.
Oh, he lost the signal.
Oh,
it sucks. Well, if we get
how can we get one of them
bring it.
shirts that you got left, Brian? I want one.
Well, I've got the one that is Jake from Gin and Tonic. That's his, and that's the one I have left right now. But as soon as I get a chance to, there is another place that's really close to where I live, and they are doing like the majority of like the schools and stuff now, and they do an amazing job. And they're not only screen printing, they do embroidery too. I'm going to reach out to them, and if they are not an option, then I'm going to what's that place called? Teesprings. I'll just go to Teesprings and say screw it. Yeah, because I want to. Jim and I were just set, like dead set on these shirts, and we were excited, and we got. That's the logo. Originally, the one that we were using before we started, really, digging into the whole thing was the rebel symbol with the Jedi symbol in the middle, and I found it online, so I didn't want to use someone else's symbol or logo for something, so switched it to or I wanted something different, so I told Jim kind of dabbles in some artistic stuff, and I told him what I was kind of thinking, which was let's take the state of Ohio and incorporate the Jedi logo or the Rebel logo and see what we'd like. And he drew it up. Excuse me. The pizza's coming back. Drew it up both ways with the Jedi logo and the Rebel logo, and I was like, okay, cool. So awesome. And sent it over, and our friend Aaron, who is also been a big part of the channel and the podcast, we all agreed on it, and he digitized it for us, and then we sent it off to t-shirt people, and they did what they did to it and put it together and put the words on the shirt. And when t-shirt people stopped contacting us, I had to reach out to Jake Gin and Tonic, and he freshened it up a little bit for us and put his spin on the logo, which he told me he really liked it and he didn't want to change it a whole lot, but he did his magic, and I think he made it a lot better, and gave us another logo, like a little secondary logo. It kind of looks like a Cadillac emblem. I like it a lot too. So we've got more than one option now to go with on shirts, and yeah, see what happens. But we'll get something. We'll get something soon. With I would say by by summertime we should have something. I'm hoping very ambitious for this coming year to have the shirts and to do a gathering. That's something that I've been wanting to do for several years with a lot of the people here, because I know are people who have actually been watching. So like maybe Cole and whatnot, but some of the people in the chat may know this, but I know I haven't talked to you guys. But this whole MOJO Mid Ohio Jedi Order thing started with like me and Jim, who is my brother, and we had several other friends, mainly like a group of about 6 or 7 of us, and we decided that we wanted to do something cool. We started building lightsabers out of PVC pipes and then putting the dowel rods in and fighting with them, and then we're in the local newspaper twice and
Nice.
wanted to do some like charity work, so we did some March of Dimes. We did a couple of those. Oh, Relay for Life, that's what it was. We tried to do March of Dimes, we never got into that. A couple Relay for Lives in costume. So went to a few premieres. We're on the news in Columbus, Ohio once. It's good times. Like we did all kinds of stuff, and then everybody started a family, and we kind of all drifted apart. So I had an idea to kind of bring us all together. Some people have family reunions. Why can't we? We have a Jedi family reunion where we it's same aesthetic, where you come together in one central spot. You can. Originally, we thought about potluck or whatever. Now, I want to cater and whatnot and make it a little bit bigger of a deal. And Jake over at Gin and Tonic, he and I have talked about it and talked about vendors and actually putting something together. And people who are out of state, if they wanted to actually to come, they could, and if not, they could always have something set up, or we could set something up for them and do some kind of like presentation of some sort of whatever. Either way, try to set up some cameras too, that way if you're not able to come, you can be there virtually and whatnot. And I don't know, maybe have some giveaways, stuff like that, and just be able to come together as Star Wars fans and friends and just have a good time, eat some food and hang out. So I'm hoping that'll happen next year too, next summer, maybe late summer, but we'll see what happens.
Nice.
That would be dope.
I'm saying it'll be
the
invites will be there for you though, for everybody. I'm sorry, what?
I was about to ask you what. I guess I kind of got it from the story, but I was going to ask you what made you get started in creating YouTube videos. Like, what made you want to go down that avenue and start creating content?
So when I found out about the whole lightsaber scene, like like everybody, you kind of, as soon as you see these lightsabers, you're automatically directed to ultra sabers. So after doing a lot of research and finding out that if you did a review video for ultra sabers and posted the review in the forum, and they would give you some points to go towards your next purchase, that's initially why I recorded my first video, because I was like, oh, okay, so I'll get some points. It's like a coupon. Like, why not? I bought it. It was just, whatever. And then I started watching unboxings and reviews and was like, yeah, this is where it's at. And then buying more lightsabers, and then realizing that there were other places to buy lightsabers. So yeah, that's kind of what got us into it. Was just the whole lightsaber scene was like, whoa, this is cool. Let's get in here. Hey, Woodruff.
Who was the what was it like, if you can recall, what was the first YouTuber that you watched that did like a review of a lightsaber? And he was like, okay. It like opened you up to a whole different new scene. Who was that first YouTuber, if you recall?
I want to say it was probably man, it was probably Jedi Master Vega, and he doesn't do videos anymore. He still has a channel. He just hasn't uploaded anything in over a year. I watched him, and then he started dabbling in like, you know, customizing electronics and whatnot. I like his stuff. I like his stuff a lot. I wish he would come back to doing stuff. And then yes, as Wooly says here, Sidious Sabers. It was one of those two guys. Both of those guys were really pretty much. Oh yeah, Stony Magnum. I remember watching his first video, and I've told him that, like, he and I have talked, and that's like surreal to me that like, I talk to these people now. But yeah, it's like I've talked to him and was like, man, I remember you like with your mic trouble, like he had this really crazy mic, he had it held together with tape and like a stick or something like that. I remember that. I remember watching that. I wasn't making content. I was just kind of watching. I was watching everybody's stuff, and then just decided, you know what, I need to buy some lightsabers, and I could do reviews. I could do that, which is not as easy as everyone makes it seem. I think probably, maybe it's just me, but and then yeah, Mish, I got into watching you quite a bit, and I think I even said something to Zach, Darth Ravens, because after he and I started actually like communicating, I would start sending him people and say, have you seen this person? Have you seen this person? And he would send me people. And I asked him about you, and he was like, oh yeah, I know Mish my girl. I'm like, okay, cool. But like he and I jumped on a live stream. Smart Sabers is the name of the channel. I was watching this guy, and I think he had 2 people in his live, and I was like, Zach, jump on this live with me. And he and I jumped in there and started, we subbed to him, and like I had like 10 subs, but I was just like, hey, let's help this guy out, and it was fun. And that's like what I started really liking. It was like we were interacting with people, and I started making friends, and it was like, okay, so this is the cool part. Like, this is awesome. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely love about him. He's super cool. Like, he's a cool dude. You're cool. Everybody, like, mostly everybody I follow on my YouTube, like the smaller channels, pretty cool people. Like, they're pretty dope. Love their content. Love your TikToks. We're following you on TikTok too. Y'all have some good content. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was cool. I was telling Kevin and Jeremy, I was like, I'm thinking that Mish might show up. She as soon as I posted that, in the Instagram that you guys were going to be on tonight, I got a notification that said you subbed to the channel. I was like, oh snap! Look at that. There we go.
Because I'm like, why would I not? I didn't even know I wasn't subscribed. I'm like, how could I not have been subscribed? Because I follow you everywhere else. So I was like, I'm not subscribed to. Subscribe for sure.
Honestly, most of the people, and I feel bad, I didn't tell Cole good night, so hopefully he's still watching and just not commenting. So good night, Cole. I honestly feel like most of the channels, like, and I say that with with the most humble opinion, but at most of the big channels, and I mean that as in you, Mish, most of the big channels are not public, and that's automatically think that. And that once, like, we're talking, if they sub to me, that's cool. If not, then that's cool too. And either way, I'm not gonna know. So I just automatically think that. So I don't know why, but yeah, my Nerf herder
Baby
custom
channel.
sub to me, and I was like, what?
Oh, are you serious? Wow, that's sick.
Yeah,
Yo,
but
like, he's dope. Yeah.
I had him on the live, and that was weird because I had talked to him one time, and it was on Zach's live, and I was like, I'm gonna see if he'll come on, and I sent him a thing. He came on, and was like, dude, and he's a talker, and I mean, I didn't have to do anything. It was great. I just sat there and I listened to him talk, and it was awesome. So, like, but yeah, he just took over, and which is good. I like it when people talk, and I feel like right now I feel like I'm talking, and I've got guests. I feel like I'm talking too much, so. So
No, I like listening because it's like I've only known because I've like I said, I watched Kevin before, and I listened to him kind of be shy on the other live, and like now he's more opened up. But I kind of know Kev backstory, and I was like, I really don't even know, like, you know, what's your beginning, or like where, you know, what makes you tick, what's your favorites, what's, you know. I feel like, yeah, I watch you a lot, but I wanted to know some more about you too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I appreciate
I
that.
definitely don't mind. Yeah.
And I like that, but I mean, I gotta throw that out there though. I want to make sure that comes across the right way. I don't, because yes, Kevin, you're very quiet, and that's fine. I just don't want to be. I like it when, and I don't mind people being quiet. I think that's fine too. Because I mean, if you watch any of my live streams, Blue Mamba, for the most part, Carter will sit there and he's quiet, but he throws in his 2 cents every once in a while, you know. And normally it's like he'll throw in a zinger, like a nice one. But I mean, he sits there and he takes in the conversation and he does what he does, and I know to expect that. But when I have you on, if you have something to say, if you want to ask questions, if you want to do whatever, if you want to, you know, like I said before, you know, quote unquote, take over the stream, please.
Oh,
This not my, I mean, you're my guest. I want you here because I want to talk.
oh yeah, no, I know.
You're here to talk to me. I want to talk to you. Yes. So yeah, when I say that, you know, Benji was on the stream and he's a talker and he took over, that's a good thing. I love that. Like, please. I don't, no one, if you're here to see me for 2.5 hours, which is how, like, where we're at, then I doubt you're here to see me. You might be here to see Jim for 2.5 hours, but you're not here to see me for 2.5 hours. You're here to see the guests, and that's how I see it. So, you know.
Well, I think the host has a lot to do with it, though. You know, the reason why they come back, you might get 1 or 2 views on your guests or whatever because someone wants to see them, but you always get a return on them. You know, you're a good host.
Well,
I'll be back, by the way. Thank you.
I hope so. Yes.
Yeah. No, you're the man. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to go through these comments. I'm reading them and I'm listening and I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm terrible at the comments. Jim does this and Jim left, so I apologize to both of you and everyone in the comments.
Rebel said he took over the stream last time.
Rebel?
Yeah.
No, Rebel didn't. Rebel did exactly what I wanted him to do, which is I told him backstage, I was like, dude, you're doing the most, man. Given you're donating, and like I said, he's not only donating the 500 giveaway prize, he's donating something else for 1,000, and it's a big deal. Like, not that the 500 isn't. I think 500 is like amazing, and we had to like go back and forth on which one we were going to do. So, I mean, like, and he offered, he just came right out and was like, hey man, I'd like to give you this. And I'm like, what? So, I mean, I'm so grateful to that guy. And he's cool. Like, you just talk to him. Just like, I mean, Kevin, you just reached out one day. I was like, hey man. Like, hey, like me? Okay, hey, what's up? Like, it throws me off. Like, I know everybody's just a person, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I expect, I don't know, I don't expect to have any type of, I don't know, recognition when it comes to, like, you know, things. And, you know, when people reach out to me, it's an amazing feeling. And, you know, when I relay it to Jim, because I feel bad because, like I said, I run the main page, and so I get to interact the most with people. But when I talk to Jim and tell him, hey, this is what happened, and I send him, you know, the conversation, he's like, oh my gosh, for real? I'm like, yeah, like, blew me away too. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm quiet on these things because I'm not really used to this camera thing. Freaks me out. But like one-on-one, personally, I won't shut up. So so I mean, yeah, I have no problem reaching out to people. But now, as you find out, like when I get in front of the camera, I'm like, oh boy, you know.
Yeah. Cameras have, it's hard for some people with cameras. Like my buddy Aaron, and Jim. Like Jim, sometimes, like, we had 10 people on a stream one time. Jim had to go. He was like, well, I couldn't do it. There was too many. I couldn't handle it. And Aaron was on there too. And like that's the main staple. Like Jim and I do a lot, but Jim, Aaron, and I, we're kind of the, you know, the inner workings of the channel. And Aaron's not around a lot, but that doesn't mean he's not present. You know, he's not seen. But he's not big about the camera, not big on the camera work. And I understand that.
I think too, like, I don't know, my nephews have no problem like getting in front of the thing. And I think too, it's like generational, maybe a little bit, because back in the day, it was like Christmas and birthdays. Maybe you saw camcorders out. I don't know. Nowadays, they're everywhere. You know,
Right.
Just the thing to do.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, here goes Jim. He's back.
I had to move
Jim.
downstairs.
Yeah. So this is the first time ever. So you both can feel very, I don't know, you don't have to feel privileged, but you can be like, what? It was on the first live ever where Jim came back? What?
Yeah. Usually something happens and I'm like, I can't make it back.
Zach was just saying, we were on John's stream on Jedi Phoenix's stream on Saturday, and Zach was like, man, where the hell did Jim go? He just disappears on us. He don't love us. Like, right? No, just kidding. We were just talking about how and well, Kevin was talking about how, you know, being in front of a camera is kind of different from being in person. So I was like, yeah, I told him, you know, you're a lot different in person than you are on camera. On camera, you're a little more shy. In person, you're definitely more outgoing and whatnot. But yeah,
I'm a listener too. I like, you know. So.
Yeah, and it's a good thing when our guests are the ones talking. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Like, you guys sitting there and talk the whole time. I can sit back and just relax and, like, shit, I ate pizza. I turned the camera off and ate some pizza. I muted the mic too, so because you guys don't want to hear that. But yeah, it's been a good time. It's been a good night. Got 2.5 hours under our belts. It's 10 o'clock my time.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was good. It was a good conversation. It was just good being on here with you guys. You guys definitely have some dope vibes. I'm feeling it for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I'm glad Jim came back.
Me too.
So,
Well, I'm gonna give Jim, if you got anything that you want to throw out there, I want to give. You should do that, and I'm gonna give Kevin and Mish a chance to say something, and then I think I'm gonna call it, and then we'll go backstage. We'll have a discussion, and then I think 10 o'clock is good because I think that's what I was saying. 7:30, 10 sounds about right, and we'll cut for the evening and try to figure something out for the next one. If we don't figure that out tonight, though, we know how to get a hold of each other. And yeah, because I gotta work tomorrow, so and I know we probably all
plan
do.
on doing these?
What's that?
How often do you plan on doing these, Brian?
Well, we were trying to do them every other week at least.
yeah.
But I know with Christmas, like my birthday is a week before Christmas, so and not that that's important, but I probably won't want to stream in that area because kids are probably going to want to spend time with me and whatnot. I'm gonna be 40, so I'm not really, like with a grumpy old man, like it's fine. But Christmas time is going to be tough. My oldest daughter plays basketball, and she's in a band activity that's special after school stuff. So I mean,
Yeah,
right now is so busy. I have 2 videos I think Jim sent me that I have to edit. I have a video that I have to edit for this Mace Windu that I actually won from a giveaway from a guy, along with some other stuff that he sent me. So I mean, I got some cool stuff that I just haven't been able to show anybody yet because I've been so busy. On top of that, I got to try and throw some shorts out there because let me tell you, these YouTube shorts and anything having to do with TikTok, that's how you grow your channel.
Yeah, you get a lot of fan base that way.
I'm glad we got to talk for a second, Mish, because I'm telling you, shorts and the word giveaway.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hashtag is, oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's we got 200 subs in 2 days.
Wow.
Off of I don't know, was it like 3 shorts?
Yeah, 3 shorts.
Yeah, the shorts is crazy. Yeah, like the shorts. I didn't even know that. I was like, well, let me just.
This guy got 8,000 views on one of these shorts, man. I'm like, what?
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even know anything about the shorts. Like, I was like, yeah, let me upload a video and try it out. And got some decent views on there, and I was surprised. And I was like, well, let me just start just doing shorts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do longer videos anymore. Like, if I do, I do. But I'm trying to stick to shorts. I guess that's the thing.
Tim, Darth Rage.
By the way,
he does all those cosplay transitions. Got like 14,000 in like 2 hours. 14,000 views in 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's what did it for me. I was, Darth Rage reviews.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like crazy.
Yeah.
Like his videos, he had good videos too on YouTube, but they weren't getting what he's getting now. Like those transitions. I tried to do like a transition. I'm all like, I can't do this. Like the editing for TikTok is like crazy. I'm not really like an editor. Like I love to talk. I'll talk and talk and talk, and I love to just do the videos and show off whatever. But like the editing part, I'm not going to even. That's a whole nother ball game right there. I just like to do the video.
Jim shoots 2 videos and then sends them both to me, and I'll edit them together and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that stuff.
He's like, I'll just do it. He
Yeah,
throws
it's kind of a
me
little
off.
bit complicated a little bit. Like I don't even know how he's even doing a transition. Like I tried to even watch a YouTube video on the transition. I'm not like, nah, I'm not really a cosplayer. I'm not doing it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it because like, just to bring, but I was like, I don't want to do that because it's not really like my lane. It's cool though. I
Yeah.
just can't do it.
Yeah, and if you force it, people will know. People notice.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like I'll be forcing it at this moment to dress up, and I'm like, I've never done it before, so just stick to me.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm happy for him though, because the views are crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right.
Definitely prefer shorts to pants.
I just saw that. Oh, let's see
Who
here.
is this guy? This dude is hilarious. He's hilarious.
Wooly. You got a sub, man. That way you can keep coming back to the comments. That's hilarious. You're funny. He's too.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard
Wait,
time
wait.
reading some of these.
Yeah, I don't know what Jake's talking about here, but that's what she said. It takes some time to get used to, but I feel it gets easier the more you do it.
Well,
Always talking about streaming. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Rebel Till I Die says, Jake, it was a pleasure to meet you. Same to you, Mish, and definitely check out my stuff whenever you get a chance.
Heck yeah.
And Brian, I'll talk to you guys later.
I think he has the green the MMPR helmet, right? The Green Ranger helmet.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be checking it out tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
lurker
man.
of 2 years in the community, acquaintance of Jeremy. Wooly is hilarious. Like he's funny as hell.
This guy's funny. Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Jeremy. Okay, good. Well, you become an acquaintance of Mojo now. And Mish. Lando and Benji reviewed my saber recently.
I need to see this.
Oh.
Wait, I want to see.
Oh,
I see completely.
Okay. So I've watched these videos. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, me too. I want to see. Definitely,
All
if you do another video, if you do another live, I would love to be on here.
That's good.
I wasn't prepared.
I was gonna ask you, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I really want to talk to Kevin, and I want to talk to Jeremy, and but yeah, you had some good questions, and like I'm like, man.
Oh, I was ready. Oh man,
You bring-
first of all, I was so ready. I was like, oh my god. First of all, these two guys. Like
I thought we were
even
gonna
though
get
Kevin
grilled.
and
I'm right. She's gonna bring the fire, man. I'm sending her the link.
like I mean, like, cause literally Kevin is trying to just act all cool and play a shy role. But I'm like, Kevin, like your company is like amazing. I got some good products. Like, come on, like I need to know this, and this, because I'm like, trying to be at a level that you guys are too, you and Jeremy. Like you guys are like 5-star sellers. Like y'all. Yeah, but sorry about that. But
yeah, no,
but you all
I
do
appreciate
something-
that. Someone's gotta like get it out of me, otherwise I'll just sit here and But yeah, I appreciate those questions.
Yeah.
I appreciate those questions too.
Yeah, you kicked back and you was eating.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and take over from here.
I was doing so well all day long. I was so psyched, and then like about an hour before it was time to go home, I was like, I don't know well. Like my head started getting fuzzy, and I'm like, the whole ride home, I was like, son of a bitch. Like, it's gonna be a bad one. So I tried when I got home. Oh snap! Look at you, made it into the last part.
Oh, look who we got on here.
Snuck in at the end there. Look at that. What's up, Jesse? Jesse, I want you to know I did mention
the king is here.
to Jeremy over at the Saber Merchant that that I just bought your Son of Corellia font, and he is going to check that out soon because he does have that speeder bike hilt that he has just manufactured.
I'm so glad
You
I found that because I've been seeing those a lot lately. The speed
I didn't know
bike.
you didn't know who it
speeder
was.
bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
those things are crazy.
like I just recently started seeing them like pop up, and I was like, man, that was like, what did they get? Like, I thought it was an actual bike, but once he said that he had somebody actually mill it, and I'm like, oh.
I really like the silver with like the black control box area, and then the black
Yeah.
pommel. I like that one. I think I like that one the best. And then like the red button. I have a thing with red buttons. Me and Jesse, I think both. We got a thing for red buttons.
I think that red button is for stunt.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then we're
I'll
not.
show you. He'll send you both though, because I have let's see if I got mine over here. He'll send you because let me put my cam back on.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right. Corn horns are like the new Star Killers.
Yeah, but that's crazy to me because it's like an EU hilt and there's no content for it, and I don't know. He's my favorite because, like we were talking about before, like Batman. He's like the Batman of the Jedi. Like, he ran. He showed up on that planet and he just like started taking out gangsters. So
I don't know if you all can see it. So here is mine. It has a black, but he also shipped the red too. He shipped the red too. Let me try to find it.
yeah, I think that's latching. I mean, you could get a thing. Yeah, you can get a thing for it.
Somewhere in here. I got it somewhere. He shipped like a lot of pieces.
All right.
And then I got the extra kit. It's somewhere in here. If I find it. Yeah. It's dope. It's super lightweight too. I thought it was gonna be like heavy, but it's not.
That's why, like your video, and then actually, I think your video was the one I watched on it, and you said you're like, this is amazingly light. Like,
yes, it is.
It doesn't look like it should be light at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, okay, it's gonna be super heavy, but it's not. Where did I put them pieces? It's somewhere. I got the pieces somewhere. And I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here you go. I can take out the bag if y'all need me to, but this.
But is that the only? Is it? You say that's only for like? It's not for electronics. It's like the click and done. It doesn't have a spring or whatever on it.
I don't see any spring. It's just like a.
Well, does it click when you hit it? I think it does. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so it's light only.
I mean, you could get those. Oh no, that's the other way around. My bad. I'm thinking latching momentary, not.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. And then, it's cool. And then you can buy like the kit. I brought the kit with it.
Rebel wants to know what number you got. I think you got 15, didn't you?
Oh no, I got 3.
3. You got 9.
Yeah, I ordered it like
15.
I ordered it like the day, because we were already talking about it when I brought my Zero and he installed it. He's like, yeah, I got another hill coming out. And I'm like, okay, let me set my notifications on. So as soon as he uploaded like a new listing, it told me not ordered it like immediately. I'm pretty sure like Power had the first one probably, because that's who usually gets his hilts first for like installation and reviews. But it's a pretty dope hilt. Like here go mine. This is
Willie
my
got
Zero.
number 1.
Oh, he did it?
Yep, Willie got number 1.
You got number 1. I'm jealous. But yeah, and then I got the Zero. Mine's all black. I wish I got that clear choke, but I may have to go back and get it.
That clear
I think it's
choke
interchangeable.
is cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna let you get. She going again. She must have accidentally swiped up or something or whatever on her phone. There she is.
Yeah, it's an Amber Alert. It went off again. Sorry about that.
Oh, the Amber. Okay.
Yeah. It's Amber Alert. It keeps going off.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop stealing kids.
I know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys say a few words if you'd like before we leave, and then we'll cut this off. We'll start with you, Kevin.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. This is really fun, actually. This is the fastest 2 hours, or, well, 3 hours now that I've spent in a long time in front of a computer screen. So,
Yeah.
and of course, it was nice meeting all of you. Mish, definitely good talking to you in person.
I know, right, Kevin? This is like my first time actually.
Yeah, it's really
both see each other.
yeah, it's funny. That's the thing with that social media stuff, man. Like I know a lot of people through like their Instagram names, but then when I go to talk to them, they're like, "Oh yeah, my name's like Brian and Jim," and I'm like, "Oh, let me write that down real quick." Like I wish there was a way to make notes of people's profiles or something. Cause I'm terrible with names to begin with, so like I learned one, and it's like in there for life. Like you will always be mid-Ohio order, like that's.
Yep. Yeah, people that we talk to still call us that. It's fine. We talk to them all the time. They're like, "Hey, Mojo." Like, hey. Oh, look. Legend. Deeming us legends. That's crazy.
Right, he's a legend.
I think he's talking about y'all. He must be talking about y'all.
He's talking about himself. He's a legend.
Right? Maybe, yeah, he's just announcing himself.
But
I'm glad you stopped by too. This was cool.
Yeah,
definitely come back, Wooly. Definitely come back. You're like you're very Cole-esque. You got some crazy wit going on in there. Yes, and it seems like you've got quite the collection of sabers. So yes, I'm gonna say yes. You can't be like Cole Part 2 because nobody's Cole Part 2, but you're Cole-esque. And Mish, it was good to have you. I'm glad you were able to pop on. I said, I was taking a shot in the dark, but you had some really good comments and good questions in the chat there. So I'm glad you got to come on.
Anytime you need me to come on here, I am here 100%. Just let me know so that I can at least, put something on my face or something. We put some clothes on at least. But I'm glad I'm here, and you guys were amazing. Like the comments were hilarious. Looks like I made some new friends. Definitely have to check out Rebel. Jeremy was amazing. Hey, road to 500. Hopefully you guys get to 500. Get those live shorts going, or those shorts going. Get that TikTok going. You guys will be there in no time. So
yeah, I'm sure of that.
Oh, and thank Rebel for hooking y'all up with the giveaway stuff. It's always nice to meet people that are willing to literally go all out for those giveaways. It's truly amazing.
Yes.
See, now you're a celebrity, so that lets me know you guys are celebrities now. I was like, right. Celebrities asked me to come up. Yeah, just a small time.
I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about, but. Well, I do want to. Well, thank you. And I gotta tell you, and I honestly did not know that Jim was that Jim watched your shorts like that. So that didn't come out right. So watch your short videos like that.
Yeah, it makes me really want to try to dabble in, building a lightsaber from the ground up. So
it is fun. Like it is a lot. Like you have so much fun. Like literally, I was all like, one day I was just like, why am I paying somebody this much money to install something that I can do myself?
Yeah.
Literally, most of the parts you can find off Amazon, and from anything else, anywhere else you can, you get the solder and the flux, the iron. You can get some. You can actually get switches from Amazon. Um, the wiring you can get from Amazon. The boards, of course, you have to get from, of course, either Germany or Stupid Kyber have them. But
Mhm.
it's so much fun. Like it's so many videos out there. Like it's some that are super old and some that are newer. It literally takes no time and get you a couple of those practice boards.
Yeah.
But you have fun. Like you gonna mess up. Like I burnt up some just because I forgot to put a resistor on there. So some resistance. The things it'll light up so fast once you pop that battery in, it's over. But you'll learn. It's fun and it's like it's so much more inexpensive than having somebody else do it, unless like it's something crazy. Because like a lot of stuff I still don't know. Like I don't. That's how I got honestly into installing. I'm a cheap pastor. Yeah, because it adds up. I was all like, I didn't know any better when I first got in the game. Like I was like, oh yeah, cool. This is nothing. I'll pay somebody this. You think it's so small, then it's like when you start seeing the prices add up for the parts, you're like, well, hold on, wait a minute. This isn't. This isn't like how is these parts adding up to this amount? I mean, I know of course for their labor, but hell, you could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like the speaker, I always get my speakers from Stupid Kyber every time. I bought like 5, I think, speakers from him or something. Over time, you'll have fun. I promise you. Like you have some serious fun, but you gonna burn up some things. I would start off with for me, I started with like something super cheap, but have fun. It's all in fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I ain't gonna speak no more because I don't want to keep y'all on here for another hour because we can go all.
Nah, it's all good. Well, real quick, I forgot to ask you, Kevin. Do you have anything coming up? Anything crazy coming up, or anything at all coming up?
I do, but it's just such a weird time. Like I can't. There's no time frame on any of this stuff, especially because of COVID with manufacturing and things. So
anything you can advertise, anything you have to advertise?
Not really. No, just I got the new, like I said before, like those golden harvests coming in, and just some like more VHD parts and things like that, but nothing too crazy. I'm trying to ride out the rest of this year and get out all the orders that we need to get out, like before I get anything any crazier, because it's I don't want to bite off more than I can chew as far as.
Don't blame me there. I might have to jump ship on this whole profit thing. Just come over there to Golden Harvest. I guess I don't know something because it's starting to piss me off.
If you want to send it to me, I'll do it for you. I'll program it and things.
Oh, okay. I have a lot.
Well, I have a lot.
All right, well.
I do it now.
I will. I'm gonna give it another go, and if I can't get it, I'll send it to you because I want to know how to do it. Because, like I said, I like.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can like step by step and go over it.
Okay.
Just do it from scratch because that's, honestly, it took me like talking about frying boards. I think I fried my first 2, like that, and I was like, I never again. I put these things away. I like had them up. They're on my shelf right now, so I could look at them, just so I can be like, oh yeah, I remember this, because it was a good experience for me I packed those things up and didn't go back to them for 6 months, easy, because I was so frustrated with them, and then like people are asking me if I should get them in the store, and I wasn't very proficient with them, so I didn't want to get them because if you call me to help, then what am I going to do? Tell you to go to get it, a YouTube guide or something. Yeah. So it took me a long time, but it's once you get it, you get it. It's now I like doing it, which is weird. Hunting down semicolons.
Yeah, right.
But
yeah, that is it's painful.
I respect that though, Kevin, that you won't have anything in your store that you don't know how to install. I'm like the same exact way. Like if I don't know anything about it, I'm not gonna.
Oh
I'd
yeah, no,
rather,
that's why.
I want, yeah, because I'm like, oh, look at this video. I'm the same exact. That's why I haven't really gone to JHV3 or like Profi yet, or
Mhm.
and that's why I got the Versos from you. It's like I don't let me work on these first, and then maybe I'll stock them up so I can have that knowledge to assist someone else.
Yeah,
It's
you
great
really
customer service. I respect that.
that goes a long ways for the customer service, I think, because if you know, goes back to what I was saying, just do what you do, just do it well, you know. So that's kind of the whole my whole view on it, anyway.
Hell yeah. Good deal. Well, definitely go if for everybody who's watching and still in the chat, definitely get over to Stuped Kyber on Etsy, and I believe it's Stuped Kyber. You just search that, right? And it's STUPED.
Yeah, I fixed the searches so you could type in stupid regular now or
Oh, cool.
stupid, so it'll all just come up.
Good. All right. Yeah, so just search Stuped Kyber. I've been on their site a few times, once today already, and they've got some really cool stuff. Kevin's got 7. Easy for you to say. Kevin has some really good stuff on there. Definitely go check his stuff out. Also follow him on Instagram. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well,
I do YouTube vicariously through you guys now. So
okay, cool. That'll work. And then check Darth Mish. Are you still Darth Mish? I'm since I'm sub to you, I don't really see your name too much. I just see it pop up. Or are you still Mish the Force?
I'm Mish the Force on YouTube, but I'm like Darth Mish everywhere else. So Etsy, Instagram, TikTok, I'm there. Darth Mish.
All right. If you think about it and you want to, you can go into the comments and add your links. If you don't, then I'll try to remember to do it later on, Jesse. Like I said, I'll try to do it, but like I said, I'm probably not going to do it tonight. But if you think about it, you can do it. But I will make sure it gets in there because I do want to make sure everybody goes over and subs to Darth Mish and Mish the Force's YouTube page because she is really close to 1,000, and we want to get her there. We got to get her there. Everybody, get her there. Get her there.
Get me there, yes, please. It's like so hard. Like, why the hell is it so hard to get to? Like it's crazy because like I had one video that like went super crazy off the freaking what was it, Mandalorian? Like I did Darksaber off the toy, which is crazy. I did a Darksaber review off the toy from Walmart.
Yeah.
Almost at 10K. I was like, well, where the subscribers? Yeah, like where are the subscribers at? Please subscribe to me.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
So I can match with this. Like I can get like the views are there, but like it's a subscribing. It's hard to get. But yeah, I hope we do this again. This is awesome.
We're definitely gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. We'll get some other people in here too, and that way you guys can meet some new people. We'll make new friends. It'll be great. I love it. I love having these little sit downs and chats and getting to meet new people. Jeremy doesn't look like he's going to be able to get back in here, but hey, Jeremy, it was good having you on, and we really appreciate you. The Saber Merchant, check him out on Instagram and Etsy. Good stuff there. Definitely good stuff. You won't be disappointed at all. Yeah. Links to Stuped Kyber and the Saber Merchant are in the description of this video. Make sure you check those out. One of us, either Mish or myself, will, or Jim, if one of us will, put links to Mish, Darth Mish, Mish the Force, all of her stuff in the comments at some point.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming. I want to give a big shout out to Cody over at New Type Sith. Congratulations to him.
Oh, yeah, he just hit
My
1,000.
dude hit 1,000 today. Is already at 1.3, 1.03. Either way, he's over 1,000. My dude, he's over there playing Star Wars, The Old Republic right now with Carter, aka Blue Mamba. If he's still alive, I'm not even sure. So congratulations to him. Appreciate him. My apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time. I'm just kidding. But yes. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming. May the force be with you. And Jim.
This is the way.